Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Carson Goblin. This is Goblin KGV, and I just realized that I'm really, really blurred, but we'll get through that in a moment. But welcome to the Circus of the Broken Change, our brand new, well, I just said that twice, but our circus-based adventure based off the Extinction Curse. I'm super proud of this. My background is in circus, and I've been looking forward to running this for such a long time. And before we get into it fully, let's watch the introduction. It was finished pretty much only this morning. So let's go to that. And we'll get everyone's reactions from our cast because they haven't seen it. So let's go. Everybody. Hello, we're back. So that's the first time even our players got to see that one.
Wow.
Most of the players.
Oh yes, composed by our professional musician and.
So the first time we've had Laurie and Ross actually work on the music for our show.
Yes.
I know. I've been bad. Thank you for that audio. That's amazing. And Mr. Live Producer doing the video and the bits and pieces, and Chibi, Hirokiri Chibi, the overlay and the artwork for the characters. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Yes. So what do you think? Happy? You excited?
That was amazing.
I want to watch it 40 million times in a row right now, although I realize that's not possible.
I already have done. I finished the song and I just spent the next hour watching it again and again and again.
Right.
And again.
Remember, I'm a vengeance god. That means jealousy, or cleric. That means jealousy right now. Gonna seep into me as an actual person.
Well, because I jealousy for what? That I'm got to watch
You've
it.
got to see it a million times.
I was working on it. I did the music. I had to watch it.
I know. It was so good.
I will say my goblin got to see it this morning, and he was jumping up and down on my lap and super excited and wanted to see it again and again himself.
Oh, that's so cute.
Then I had to send him to school, which I'm happy about, thankfully.
My heart can only take so much.
So he's super excited about it too. I'm sure he'll come and want to watch the movie like he still wants to do for The Guard's Tale, because he's seen the intro for that one again and again and again.
Again and again.
He just keeps on asking to see the movie, as in the full hour and a half movie, because that's what he expects it to be.
Would you let me do a version of it coming out 2020?
No,
2027?
No, because he will then want it. He's like that. He's horrible like that. But yes, we are here. We have our Silenscape in our background for our audio for today, and I'm really enjoying. I've been hearing this a lot. Just the circus-based. I do all my prep with this music because it just gets me in the mood. We have a donation systems as well. Every player starts off with a hero point every single session. They can use that hero point for rerolls on on saving throws, attacks, and skills. And if you donate $1 or per 100 bits, you can add to that. And so the little stars above their names, I'll use Emmy's for the example because she's not here. So the little stars above their names are for the hero points. And so we have a maximum of 5, and once they use them, they are gone, but you can redeem to give it back. Another thing you can do is if you subscribe to the channel, everybody gets 1. If you gift a subscription, everybody gets 2, but if they still max out at 5. On top of that, when players are wounded, we can calculate again, showing off Emmy's character. We can show how many wounds they have, and also when they're rolling to save their life, how many they're up to as well, or on the overlay. So hopefully that helps you understand. In the blurbs on the side, everything is color coded, so there's also a instruction of how to see what's happening in the overlay. In combat, we have a special button, which is the flashing lights for the combat. So everything's happening.
God.
Yeah, I know. We could have
You've been
had
busy.
This
entire
overlay
time.
is so
This is
extra. Oh my
so,
goodness.
I was about to say this is so extra. I kind of
We could have had it for the entire time, but I've had some comments of like it's a bit hard to watch with the flashing lights all the time, so we'll just do it for a little bit of excitement. This is what happens when we start a show 10 months ago and then change cast and have the overlay sitting around. I get ideas. So yeah, that's what happened. So who wants to do the introductions? Anybody? No.
Bueller.
I feel like we have to
Bill-
start at either end, so either
yeah.
Will
So
or
let's
MLP.
go left to right.
Okay, Del, you can go first.
Oh.
That's how clock is.
Alphabetical.
Okay.
Thank you for volunteering.
Can't pick.
Sure,
You're
I'll-
nominated.
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I will be playing Lyriel, the elegant elven escape artist. I'm super excited. Cleric, as has been mentioned, a very vengeful goddess. So yes, I'm so thrilled for everything about this game. It's going to be great.
Fantastic. Lorian?
Hi, I'm Lorian Ross, and I'm going to be playing Azzy, the hydrokinetic kobold sorcerer, who is a character I've been wanting to play a long-running campaign with for a long time. My first ever D&D character brought back into Pathfinder for my first ever Pathfinder game. I've never managed to give him the campaign I've wanted for him. It's always just ended too soon. So I am excited and raring to go.
And I'm going to cop a lot of crap if I have that character killed off within the first couple of sessions. Just want to point that out.
No one died. No one died.
I would not be.
Character
I
armor.
would not be pleased, honestly. But
This-
I mean, that's how it goes.
First
I'll
time
try
I've-
my best to survive.
First time
I will run away. He will run away. If need be.
First time I've had character art brief, which already had multiple previous arts of the same character. That's easy to do for a brief for an artist. Look, here's the different versions of it. Pick one, circus related. All very high quality. Will?
Yes. Hey, everybody. My name is Will, and I'm playing Josiah Vanriek, He's in Half Elf, right? Yeah. I totally forgot who he was. He's a Half Elf, and he is a very proud game master of the circus. Nothing else, nothing more. And here today, he will be being introduced for the very first time. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the show today. I'm very excited, and it's the first time playing well, technically not. This is the second time I'm playing in Pathfinder 2E. And
First time live.
First time live. That is true. First time
I mean,
live.
the kind of intro, like let's learn the system game, barely counts. I think because it was pre-gen characters and
Yes, I didn't.
I
Oh,
would
it was
say-
2 sessions.
yeah, 2 sessions of pre-generated characters, so you couldn't really invest in the
Yes.
characters.
Including a party wipe in the pre-gen as well.
That
yeah,
was
there's
me.
also
Yeah,
parts
we had a
where
TPK. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very proud of our beginner box series and do not agree with that comment about it not counting. I enjoy
No,
running
for
and
us,
showing you
for-
systems and think they're highly worth it. And
No,
Pyro
they
would like
are
to send me a
worth it.
copy and
But they don't. For me, particularly because I joined halfway through. For me, it doesn't count because, I like, I'm just. For me, this is my first Pathfinder 2 game.
Yeah. You did only join halfway through because scheduling and whatnot. But yeah,
Yes.
you still a producer?
I thought I could get away with it.
No.
Hello, I'm Mr. Producer. I am playing your Shuni, so I am the good boy,
The little dog.
Jake Blazing Fury, because I'm the I am not both a firebug, I'm a fire dog. And I use poi. That's my act.
Yeah.
Where,
Um,
which is a weapon as well, which I find absolutely hilarious.
Poi do hurt, especially if they're on fire. It's not the fire that hurts, it's actually the metal underneath. Usually the screws that hold the wick together.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that being said, in the beginner box, we found out how dangerous fire can be.
TPK. Awesome. I'm really excited for TPK.
I'm not.
That's
I-
not
I-
a good thing to be excited for.
I do not want to have to redo that intro again.
Yeah.
Just put big
The
red
intro,
X's on the
the
character.
overlay, everything.
No!
Right, so
Um,
we all built our characters with a healthy sense of survival.
Mortality, yes.
You
yes.
know, understand.
Everyone dies. That is
Survival
the
instinct.
moral,
I,
it's the
I,
moral
Right.
of this campaign, right?
I was mean on you guys for the beginner box because we were offline. We were just having friends, relaxing, and I wanted to see how you. Yeah,
Yeah.
long running campaign. Remember, different me.
Yes, yes, yes. Different
Everybody
you.
hurts. Sometimes
Fine.
everybody dies.
On fire.
It's okay. We have plot armor in this campaign, right? We have
Yeah.
like some sweet character art plot
Right.
armor.
That's right.
So-
Isn't that a thing? I seem to
It's also
remember
pay
that
to
being a
win.
thing. We discussed the plot armor cast, remember? Of the
Yep.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
been discussed before, and it doesn't really matter. No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It's a joke.
Kill
Really,
me.
the GM needs plot armor from us.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
sure.
But to give the players plot armor, you can actually give them armor by hero points.
Yes,
because-
exactly. So if you want to give us plot
Please.
armor, be sure to drop a cheeky 100 bits.
Segue.
Well, we've already done that, but just a little back there. So let's get into this. So the
It's been so long since I've played like a stream game. Like I've because it's been so long since I've played a game on this channel.
Was it
This-
Rusty Daggers the last one? Or more?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
It was
Starfinder.
Morgul. It was more. Oh, Starfinder. I'm an idiot. I forgot about
Starfinder.
Also-
Wait, a month ago? That's so long.
Also, we've got one very important person here. Who's
Yes.
who's our GM? Who's our goblin in charge? Of more or
Oh,
less?
yes. Who?
Who
what,
is
do
that?
you want me to do
The hat?
an intro?
Yeah, you
glasses.
normally do an intro.
Okay.
You do.
So for those that don't know, my background is actually in circus. I was a circus professional for about 10, 15 years. And so I've been really looking forward to this. I can do poi. I started off as a fire performer. I also did fire breathing. Well, I learned fire breathing. I didn't want to ever have to do it. And I charged high enough so no one ever had to pay me, thankfully, because it's dangerous. But I used to teach and used to do lots of things. That's my background. That's why I'm all super excited. And I'm tempted of actually contacting my old boss and going, can I borrow one of your Ringmaster's outfits? Because why not? And also
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
other top hat, the good one, I need to get fixed because I put it on in the session 0 and it really hurt. It had shrunk. It's been misshapen, and I need to get it fixed because it's really nice and I like it. But that's me. Let's get into this as we tried before. The Circus of the Broken Chain, a little bit of a background for everybody watching. The Circus of the Broken Chain is essentially separated from the older circus which they were belonged to, the Dusklight Circus.
The Celestial Menagerie.
Celestial Menagerie, that's right.
Menagerie.
With Mistress Dustlight. Because Mistress Dustlight is not a nice person. Quite an evil taskmaster, and not just a taskmaster, just pretty evil. So the circus is broken off, like some of the people from the circus have broken off and formed their own little circus called the Broken Chain Circus. They've spent some months traveling and working on acts and getting enough together to be able to have an opening act. They've also performed like little farmhouses and things like that, testing things here and there. But today, the Circus of the Broken Chain Circus performs in an enormous tent capable of holding hundreds of people. And that's a good thing because it seems the entire population of Abberton has turned out for the show. Many of the town's most prominent citizens, including the mayor, is among the throng jostling for seats, peering out into the three rings that fill the circus tent, waiting excitedly for the show to begin. As the lights go down and the audience settled into their seats, the circus performers take their places backstage, awaiting their cues. Suddenly, several performers closest to the curtain that separates the three rings from the rest of the tent leave their assignments, gathering in a small crowd to exchange frightened whispers and hushed gasps. Amid the group, his contorted body is caught forever in the throes of terrible pain, is the corpse of the ringmaster, Myron Thunder Stedhole. Everyone in the circus knew Myron for his amazing ability and his powerful voice that could bring an instant silence to the largest of crowds. He knew everything there was to know about putting on a successful performance. Now he's dead. The crowd is still out there, and they're expecting a show. As the performers stare at the corpse and whisper to each other anxiously peer around the curtain, the professor, a thin, frail veteran of the circus, looks up. "Well, what are you all standing here for?" Have you seen that crowd? We haven't had a tent packed this full ever. There's a show to put on, and we have to find out a way to do it. So finish up your makeup, get your costumes, and let's send out the clouds and give us some more time. From there, he turns to the group here. Look, I don't think we've got some. Myron had a thing about not actually saying who's going on where. He kept it all in his head, never wrote it down. But we don't know the acts for tonight. We need to get that arranged, and you need to get it arranged quickly. The clowns will only give you a few minutes of time to work on. So speak to the other performers and figure out what's going on. We'll figure out what's happening. We'll investigate Thunder later, but the show is most important right now.
Fish guts.
Okay. No,
You're telling me that I put on this makeup for nothing? Are you telling me that this stupid clown makeup? Oh, fudge!
Okay.
All right. Whatever. It's fine.
All right. Who all do we have?
How am I meant to perform?
Come on. You've got it. Come on, Azzy.
I don't think I do.
You've practiced so many days before this. Come on, you've got this. Come on.
I've been never in front of a crowd.
All right.
This one that big.
That's what performing is. It's being not who you are in real life, not worrying about what's going on. Okay. You can do it, Azzy, because we kind of need you to.
They're waiting. Who is our opener? That's the question. Who is opening our circus?
Is the question. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so we have, and can we look across at all and just
the acts in the circus?
The other performers
that are not yourselves. The other acts are, well, there's the Flamboni sisters, juggling duo, fire juggling. Fairly experienced. There's Eliza and Mr. Tickles, the animal act, and, well, Reptile, if anything, the giant, massive anaconda that she has, Mr. Tickles, that is. There's the Dwarven throwers, eager to be shot across the arena, and they're essentially a human cannonball, but they're dwarves, and it's a ballista. Moldane the magician, L'Oreal's, well, I wouldn't say master, but teacher. There's also the Featherfall Five, the Kabili family, 5 high wire acrobats. But among them, there's also Axel's amazing Avery. He's not really a part of the circus, but he's been hanging around for the last week, and he's been openly trying to get into the circus, and you know quite well that the ringmaster has been denying him every time he asks.
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
Perfect.
Right.
All right. All right.
And
all
then
right.
are we to assume that Leafy is not available at this given time? I'm guessing.
With Emmy not here, yes, Leafy's unavailable.
Yes.
That's a simple
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Leafy's looking.
Just wanted to confirm.
Barry the bear has decided to eat a bad berry.
Yeah.
We have
And thank you for the donation as well. For Will, you get a redemption. You get your first.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But
Oh,
I am the
yeah.
organizer of the show. Sorry. All right. So who do we have here? Who wants to be the opener? Opener? You? How about you?
Dad, look at me.
Open up,
Dad,
open
you look at me
Come on.
now.
All right. For opener always burns first. So
Gee, I wonder what that suggests.
yes, exactly who I would suggest. All right, Axel,
puts
you're
up his
up.
paw.
You and your dove act, you've been practicing so long.
Are you sure that's a good idea? This is one of the biggest crowds we've ever had.
We will
That's
send
a-
out.
Bit of sarcasm, I imagine.
It is.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right,
I believe.
Good.
I believe.
Just
in Axel.
making
Axel-
sure. Just making sure.
You hear a
I-
whisper
I
from
did- I
behind. You
wasn't-
don't know who
I-
from. Someone say Axel the Unproven, but you don't know who is from the other. Who said
Who
that?
said
in the
that?
background.
Unproven? Unproven. No,
Chujar,
no.
he wasn't even with us when we were practicing in the small farms.
I mean, you have to
We
understand
have-
that we need some time to plan. So if we send someone out to burn
All
out
right.
first, that's the thing.
Send out fuck.
I'll go out first.
The
Oh, what?
Does Jake just walks on stage?
Pretty
well,
much.
wait, no,
Jake
we
was
have
Flame-
to
Flame Ash, Flame
introduce
Ash.
you.
Flame Ash, go help! Go! Trying to send the Flamboni sisters with Jake to do some fire.
Isn't Act 1 just one?
One
Act
act.
1 is
Act
just
one is
one
one.
performance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just one performer? Oh, never mind
Yeah,
then.
it's every
I
act
thought-
is one performer.
It's a
Well-
good idea. Keeping the fire together, maybe for Act 2, right?
Okay.
Fire
Act-
on either side.
Actually, idea
I've-
coming. Fire, water. So, Azzy,
Yeah?
you're second. You're part of the build up.
All
I've
right.
warmed
No,
them up.
I'd
You cool
rather
them
go.
down.
I'd rather not go out by myself. Just
Oh,
'cause
by
I'm
yourself?
new to this.
Oh, all right. Perfect. So you're gonna go up by yourself, but we'll be in the
No.
back cheering you on.
No. I will not.
Okay, so
Do
the
not,
way that
please.
this
Oh, there is no please anymore. The show must go on. You have to understand that if we do not reach our anticipation,
stop being
We-
mean.
Don't know how
Not
long the
trying
clowns
to
are going to
be
be out there. Let's get this sermon done. I'll go out first. Flamboni or Azzy second.
Flamboni and Azzy second.
And so this time, Moradin, the magician, comes over to the group with overhearing the discussion. So, are you arranging the acts? You know that I'm supposed to do the big number. Del, you know that.
Cool. Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
not.
You know what?
Sure, great.
You know that the Thunder. He agreed that I was going to do the big number. I'm not going to do any. I'm not going to do anything except being in the big number. I have to be the big number. I'm the biggest act we've got here. You should show off the biggest act. Come on, I've got to be in the big number.
A man is fucking dead, and you choose now to stroke your ego. Whatever.
He
Just-
He agreed. He said he promised me I was going to
Mordain.
be in the big number.
Mordain.
Again, Del, you know she's lying.
Mordain, do you want the entire show to go up in flames? Imagining that you're a water act, that wouldn't go so well for you. So you will go when we need you to go. Because frankly, we've got to come up with this rather quickly.
Can I have an intimidation roll, please?
First
Oh,
roll.
first
Did that?
roll
First
of
roll.
the game.
Let's
Oh
total
my
that.
God.
Intimidation 2.
Can I use my reaction to assist?
Not in this.
Can I
It
assist?
was a straight bang.
Isn't it a DC 20
Wow.
check to assist with a reaction?
To assist, you actually have to roll the same thing to pass.
Yeah,
but
so
in
I-
this case,
Yeah. Fair enough.
this case, I'm going to keep it for Liriel, because
Why
Del was
did
the
I
one
say
just
that?
went bang.
Oh
I
god.
was just trying to help.
This is her. This is her
Oh
master,
god, why did I
essentially.
say
Oh
that?
wow!
She's telling off.
Wow.
Well.
Too good.
A flash of like just a blankness on her face, and she just turns and storms off. You know there's going to be payback for that.
Mm.
Oh, that's okay. That felt very sweet.
Oh,
Right.
She's
So,
still gonna stay the big number, right? I mean, the biggest problem is that what we need. So our friend, our little doggy friend, is sacrificing himself to the thirsty wolves out there,
right.
and he's going to be eaten alive. So we need a good build up to water to show down. Trick 2, trick 3. What do we have here? What do we have? Fire, water, or fire, water, fire.
Fire for one. Going out. We've got. All right, Jake. So you go out. You're the opening act. You'll open it up. Then we build up with you, Azzy, and the Flamboni sisters. So we get a little bit of fire, then fire and water mixing in. I think perhaps the 5 would be good for the big number.
Big
they
number is
know
the
what they're
5.
doing. They're excellent. Beautiful acrobatics. It gives them all a chance to shine a little bit in the spotlight, right? So the 5, and then we've got.
Chuck Mordane's Act 3.
No, Mordain in
No.
Act 4. I'm suggesting the 5 for Act 3.
Okay,
I'm
big
specifically
number.
not suggesting to put her in the big number. I think that would be a terrible idea, and I think that would kind of.
Can I
undercut
poke my
everything.
head out through the curtain to see if the crowd are getting anxious?
The crowd are currently accepting the entertainment. It's a full house. Like you've not been
I just-
a long time
you-
performer, but
just-
this seems to be normal for you. But it is a full house.
A small reptilian snout just pokes through and looks around and back again.
Let's bring up your small reptilian snout. Sorry for that little analogy, but let's say we have a spot check. So spot checks are hidden for the most part. Sorry, I'm thinking Call of Cthulhu from the other day. Yes, don't know. Yes, that's you. Totally you. So yes, it's a big full house. We see that they seem to be okay at the moment with the clowns.
The clowns are doing all right.
Gotta be out there too. I was hired for clownage. You have to understand. I was caught here for clownage. Doing
Not
some
right
other
now.
things
You're
outside.
not. You are taking off your
how
makeup
about-
and looking nice for us.
Well, I'm
And
going to
wearing
run
your
my
hat,
suit.
so why don't you go out there and actually
Oh,
be
no.
the
I
ring
don't-
announcer?
I don't speak
Come
to
on.
crowds. You have to understand. I can perform. If I'm part of a group, it's fine, but by myself, it's impossible. You have to understand. Speaking in front of a crowd is not for me. However, let's get this sorted out first. All right. So number 1, we have Jake, our fire performer. Number 2,
Yes.
we have Azzy, the water performer. Number 3, we have the Flamboni sisters. And number 4, we have the big number, the big 5. And the number 5, we have Mordain?
For the finale, we have the 3 acts going on at once. Mordain, the dwarven throwers, and Eliza, right?
How do they work together?
They're just it's less working together, more through ring circus, each in their own ring, doing their own
I
thing.
see.
All at
Yeah.
the same time. It's the
Mordain?
finale, the grand finale. Mordain will be more than happy put in the center ring, I'm sure. Right?
And then we end with the bang with the dwarven throwers. Is that how we're going? A bang, a
I like
boom.
that. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Okay.
All right, and then we have
Yes.
Axel
So-
and Eliza with there, and then Eliza's snake eats Axel's birds, and then bam, showing the fragility of fragility
Calm
of
down.
mortality.
Sit.
We can't
Sit.
afford more birds.
I mean, he's not part of our circus, so it's his birds.
Don't be mean.
Regardless,
Those birds even.
how I don't understand. Mr. Tickles and Eliza are not finishing acts, is what I would say.
No. Oh, so we do Eliza as trick 5, Mordain as trick 6, and the throwers as trick 7.
Perfect. All right, that sounds good to me. That sounds reasonable, at least.
Right. Yes.
All right. Okay. All right.
So I don't know why I'm filling
Perfect.
out the
We have
sheet.
sorted
Um,
out.
But
do
that's
you want
open.
us?
for our ringmaster.
Do you want us to fill out the sheet?
Yeah, it's
'Cause
your sheet.
Okay.
Is it,
I had-
I've been doing that on paper, so because I
Right.
saw that
So-
someone else was writing in, so I was like, I don't think I'm allowed to.
I thought that was
Stream-
Dell doing that.
Stream-
So we've got
Stream
Jake.
can't see the sheet. by
No,
the way.
I definitely will.
The opening act. So what you've thought of is the opening act is going to be Jake with his. Are you doing fire poi or just poi?
Boy.
Fire poi. So you have added danger.
Yes, I have.
For the build up, we have 2 acts. We have Azzy and who?
The
It
Flambonis.
was
The
the
Flamboni
Flambonis.
sisters.
Okay.
Yep.
And then for Act 3, so Act 4, the big number is going to be
Featherfall
The Featherfall
5.
Featherfall 5, the aerial act. And then for the finale, we have 3 acts in the finale. We have Trick 5 is going to be Eliza, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Moradane,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
she's going to be pierced. And
Oh,
the Dwarven Thralls.
I know.
It's the finale. Why does she care?
Look like the finale.
Exactly. Grand finale, right in the center circle. Trick number 6. She'll be delighted.
Alright. Perfect. So we have everyone set up. All right, I'm gonna put my makeup back on, and if you guys need any
Why'd you
no,
take it
you
off?
are not going to put your makeup back on. You are going to take it off, and you are going to help run this show.
I am a clown. I was called here for clownage. You don't
You're the
understand.
entire circus.
Joe Dyer, you were with the menagerie for quite a while. You know how things run. We need someone experienced out there.
Fine. Lario, you owe me. You owe me, Lario.
What, like you don't know me? Right. So, get the rest of that makeup off. Right, we'll get, okay, perfect. How's outside looking? Are the clowns still doing all right?
I shall look out the front.
They're getting a bit like
All right.
a little bit restless, but they've still
Who's
got maybe a
doing?
little time.
Who's doing MCing?
Right,
Oh, is
perfect.
there- do we have
That
a
would be
backup?
our lovely.
Are you
Yes.
telling the performers where they are?
Yes. So, Josiah, you get ready.
Yes.
I will let everyone know where they are, where they need to be, and hopefully knock that out.
Oh, I'm not.
And
Wait,
I'm
I'm
going
not
to
going
go.
there. Wait, what?
You have to introduce the show. You have to introduce Jake.
I thought the professor was doing that. I thought that was just. We have seniors in our hierarchy. I'm not the boss here.
The professor isn't. The professor doesn't do it. He's just here to help us, give us moral support. You've got to introduce the show.
Can I Sparta kick?
The professor's
Joe
pretty much
into the ring.
retired. He just hangs out in the circus and enjoys the company. So,
no.
Game Reaper, thank you for the gift sub.
We need.
And you gifted a sub and Goblin Cave. Welcome to the Goblin Cave. That's why I was really
welcome
confused.
to Meta.
That's funny.
So I'm just confused here. Yeah, that's just yeah. I just forward gifting. Okay,
You
that's
should have
what
taken the left turn at Albuquerque.
One
Yeah.
step.
Went to Goblin Cave
forward.
TV, not Goblin Cave.
the- just got really confused about everything going on then. So really, you now have 4, and everybody else will have 3.
Alrighty, let's go.
And I'm going to just have
God damn.
just going to have Emmy accumulate and see how it ends up with for her. So going to the other performers, who do you go to first to say what's going on?
Right. So, I turn to the Flamboni sisters. Right. Are you ready to go on for Act 2?
Act
Second,
2, the
you
build
have-
up, we can do it. Yep.
Yes,
Anytime.
perfect. You're going to be going on with Azzy. You're going to be in the Azzy. You'll be in the right circle. You will, and I look at the sisters. You'll be in the left circle. Perfect. It'll be great.
I have an idea. I have an idea of something we could do. But if it's too late for that, then not a problem because you've not practiced it. But
Sure. Just quickly.
I'll make a ring of water and you like throw your fire through it. I don't know. I just came up with it on the spot.
As a GM, it will increase the difficulty of the trick because you haven't practiced it.
You have
Generally, it
points.
takes 6 days.
Hey,
to train
save
for a
it, save
trick.
it.
Next
Save it for
week,
another
perhaps,
time. We'll save
if
it
we
for
have.
another time. It's all right. It's all
I
right.
think we have enough unknowns thrown our way. Let's stick
Also,
with what we know.
it
you're
also
right,
puts
you're right.
injury onto your act too because of fire.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't think I
Right.
want to do that.
And I turn to the 5. The young, because I think they're all relatively
the
young,
Cabellis.
the Featherfall 5.
Yep,
Yes, the
Valley
sisters.
family.
Right. Would you like to be our act 3, our big number?
Yeah, we can do any act you need.
Fantastic.
Just make sure that we just need to make sure that the ring is empty before that, so we can actually get the setup.
It will, because we'll have the Flamboni sisters in one ring and Azzy in the other. You will be in the center ring for the big number. It'll be perfect, right?
Okay.
And then
You then see the youngest of the sister run from another area of the backstage, and she says, "The nets, the nets, they've been sabotaged."
and I drop down to her level, get down on my knees. What do you mean the nets have been sabotaged?
She takes you by the hand and pulls.
Okay, I run with her, I guess.
The rest of the performers, the sisters.
Yeah,
follow
I
suit.
look back at is anyone coming with me? Please
Yeah.
do.
How long have we got before we have to go on?
We have to go
Jake,
soon.
how long's your act?
Not a huge amount of time.
Jake, how long's
Okay.
your act?
Well,
However long it needs to be.
Right.
Good enough.
perfect.
I'll come.
Yes, Jojaya, because you'll be introducing Jake. You stay here. Yes, Azzy.
Fine.
Fuck.
Fine.
You two-
so we'll do the introductions.
Um,
While this is going on backstage, the crowd's getting a bit, and you know that it's time.
Fuck. All right. All right. My name is Jojaya Vanrik. What was my name again? Fuck. My name is Jojaya Vanrik, and I am part of the Broken Chain Circus. I am here to present. Jake, what was I presenting you as? What am I presenting you
As we're walking away, I just I tug on Lariel's like the hem of her sleeve. It's like,
yeah.
oh, Jojaya's hyperventilating.
Fuck.
I present you as
do
Jake.
I have something
Jake,
I can?
What am I presenting you as? Jake, what is...
Calm emotions isn't a thing in this system.
Jake, who are you? I don't know who I am anymore.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
Just
okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm worried about the
Breathe.
nuts right now.
Breathe.
Give me your name and what I need to introduce you as, all right? And I will extrapolate from there.
Jake Blazing Fury. I will be swinging high velocity fire at people, potentially hurting them.
I will
not
cast
really.
guidance on Jojaya.
There is no excuse.
Please
You get to
don't
add-
say. Please don't introduce him as potentially hurting people.
Fine.
We're not there. We've gone off to see.
Yeah.
You guys have already gone. To be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
All right. So you said Jake, blazing fists of fire. You're going to hurl fire at people, is what you said, right? That's what you said. Hurl fire at people. That's what I need to repeat exactly to you. Yes.
No.
No.
I
Okay.
can't stabilize on Jojaya.
We haven't practiced for this. You have to understand. I'm here to sell tickets for Copper. I'm not here to do this. All right. One more time, slowly, so I can understand.
Okay. You are Jojaya Vanry.
No,
You
no,
are going to be-
your lines,
Oh.
your lines, your lines, your
My
lines.
lines.
I know my
You-
lines.
You know your lines?
I know my lines. Yes.
Good.
I am Jojaya
Alright.
Banrik.
And welcome.
Yes. Welcome.
And the name of the circus is?
The Chain of the Broken Circus. Continue
Good
forward.
enough.
What? Come on, lines! I need the lines.
Sorry.
Lines. Jake, the blazing fist of fury, fascinates his fans with the fantastic feats of fire mastery. Is that fine?
There
with
you go. That's good with me. Let's go.
All right, perfect. All right. So, I will introduce you, talk to the crowd, and make sure that everything is fine. I am a performer. I've got this. Is there a bucket I can find nearby? Hold on. All right, let's go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us go on. Let's go with the show. I open the curtain and I walk forward out into the spotlight where there's a single light going down from the sky ceiling. Somehow, I'm not sure if there's electricity in these times. However, a firelight goes down into the lantern. And as Jojaya stands in front of this crowd in the center ring, with no one near his side, by himself, and a sweat going down his brow, he stands with his hat on. As he takes it off, taking it down, the crowd goes to a hush, and standing there in front of everyone, he puts his hat in his right hand, and he picks up a staff which he had before and puts it out, and he says, "Come one, come all. My name is Jojaya Vanreek, and welcome to the Broken Chain Circus. Today we have a beautiful view and a beautiful sight for all of you, a magnificent showing of all of our talents. And today, for our starting act, I know everyone's getting a little bit antsy, but you have to understand, today is our first show, and I hope that all of you are enjoying it. For our first act, our opener, we have Jake, the blazing fist of fury. And as he says, he is a fascination, and he fascinates all of his fans with fantastic feats of fire mastery, as I'd like to call his fantastic show, called Delight. And as he snaps his fingers, the lights turn off. And he quickly runs off the stage.
Well done.
And the spotlight, as yours lights go off, the spotlight goes on to Jake. Now,
Actually, no spotlight on Jake first.
oh, sorry, yes, no spotlight.
No spotlight. The koi comes on.
I want to do one thing first.
Yep.
Before you describe your act, I want you to roll, and then use that roll to determine your description.
Oh, okay. So again, this is a
Alright.
fire act with acrobatics, as we agreed with, correct?
Acrobatics or athletics, depending on if you're going fast or if you're just going to do more of a dance style thing.
This would
DC
be
is
more.
15.
This would be fast.
Okay, so you're doing the athletic style,
Yep.
the more aggressive. And
Mm.
with that,
I think I can take that to. Is that a critical? Oh, actually,
that's a
I have
failure.
hero points.
What did we say at the start? We didn't.
We
We,
don't-
don't
points don't
have
work.
roll for the
safety net
show.
in a
We have
show.
clowns.
Show.
We have clowns. We have clowns.
I don't want to send the clown so early though.
Well, you have no choice.
It's
No,
up to you.
I will make it work.
All
Do
right.
your
let's go.
description.
All right, so the lights go out. Jake attempts to light the fire boy. In all the hastened problems of everything else, he realizes he left his oil in the back. So it's a fire trick without fire,
In the dark.
in the dark. So you just see this like, and the lights go on, and he proceeds to do the fire boy trick without any fire.
With that description, I'll let you do a without fire roll
Mm-hmm.
to do at least to save your act a little bit. You're still
Okay.
not going to get much from it though,
Not gonna
because
get
you were
much,
introduced as a fire act.
but yes. And you just see Jake's head just going like,
Me.
ta-da!
What? So what are what are Liariel and I looking
Okay,
for?
so as you
Oh.
Wait, give me. I'm putting this stuff into the sheet.
Okay, I'll just do my athletics check
Has
now.
no effect. Do we know what our initial excitement is?
It's already
Oh, we
marked.
do.
I've already got
Okay,
that.
So initial
Okay. So 11, you fail again.
I fail again. I swear there's something to do with athletics with my skill set, but that can be done later.
Either way.
Yeah. So I fail, and the audience is just a little bit ho hum, just interest is fire acting, going, yay! And for 5 minutes, and then so I give about 5 minutes of just me failing.
In the back of the tent, Azzy and Lirio, you've been brought to a large net. It's folded in a specific way. It's arranged. It's an area which is just for the Featherfall 5. And the young girl, the youngest of the sisters, says, "Look there!" And you can see without even having to roll that the net has been sabotaged. The ropes itself, they look like they are severely weakened.
Who did this?
Um,
Who did?
like in just one area or all over?
That would be a perception. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. I guess. Sure. I can.
Well, you're investigating. You're trying to see if it is in one area or. So
Yeah,
I'll do
or
the roll.
investigation. Either one. I don't. Yeah. Oh wait.
That is
Your
perception.
investigation?
It's perception.
There's only perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking through, and it seems to be like you can't really tell. You can't tell how thick it's going to be supposed to be in certain places. So unless you want to re-roll.
Sure. I'll spend a reroll.
Spend a hero point? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're starting to use them up. Here we go. Where are we going? So new characters, I've got to get used to clicking on the right ones. So as you're looking through, it looks like the net has been, looks like they're thoroughly weakened throughout.
Can't fix this.
But strangely, it's like it looks like whoever's done it has used like a jagged knife or something to rip the ropes, make it even harder to repair.
Yeah, I could have fixed it if it was small. I can't. Fuck, I can't fix this.
We'll have to change the schedule. We'll have to put someone else on instead. Who else can go on? You are you down as an act?
I've been practicing something, but it's not. Normally, I assist with Mordain.
Can you see it? Can I just interject to say at this time you just hear a couple of boos?
Well, that's good.
Mordain, I call out for Mordain. I am enraged.
Look, I'll leave you to it. I gotta go and get ready. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'll start heading towards the curtain.
Head towards the curtain. You can hear the mood from the other side of the curtain. Isn't the big cheers you were expecting from a circus, from a crowd, especially being a crowd being entertained. But you don't know why. Del, you say you head towards Mordain.
I'm looking for her.
You can't find her.
If I go to her, staging area, or I don't know.
You go.
Do people have trailers? Is that a thing?
You do. You have wagons outside. There's a camps outside. But you go to her staging area where she has her water tank and everything, which gets wheeled out and everything, all prepped and readied. And you don't find her there, but you do hear that she was so you hear from some of the roustabouts, the people that work around the circus, and the lay people that work, non-performers that work around the circus, that she was so pissed that she she went back to her tent and that she'll be back for the show, but she can't promise that she'll be on time.
Oh,
is what she
I
said.
run out there.
So you run out the back of the tent.
And as soon as I get out of the tent, I scream her name.
You
Oh boy, that's going about as well as I thought it would.
You run at the back of the tent and scream her name. You know where her tent is, and also her wagon is, and you see the light on, and you see the door open up, and she just looks out towards the tent. It's hard to see in the darkness, but she can't really see you because there's not much light around. But
I do have dark vision.
Smarty. So, yes, you can see her, but she might not have dark vision. She's human, maybe. Says,
Yeah.
what would you like, mistress?
Did you touch that net?
What net?
The Fives net. Did you touch the Featherfall Fives net?
See, I would never, ever. Okay, I might want to sabotage other performers, but I had not done it tonight.
Do I believe her?
That she would do it, yes. That she's done it
Do I
tonight.
believe? Yeah.
I don't really know. That would be like a society check, I believe, to try to read her.
Sense.
Oh, sorry,
I think
sense
it
motive.
would be a sense motive, which I
Sorry,
think is
yeah,
a
sense motive.
perception. Yeah. The GM attempts a single secret perception check for you. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of secret ones going on.
Hmm.
Secrets. Good thing I'm not watching the stream to look at these secret rolls.
I know. Although
I would never.
I
I
know.
would
Although-
never.
You would absolutely believe that yes, she would do it to another performer that wronged her. You don't think she did tonight, and you don't think she's had time to tonight. You've been with her most of the day.
Right. Then today's your lucky fucking day. If you want to be a big act, congratulations. You get to be a big act. Only if you're on time. Get in there now.
You can hear without you can see and she closes the door, locks up nice and slowly, and casually struts towards the tent.
Oh, Lyriel, as soon as she gets up and locks up, Lyriel's sprinting back because I still have to tell other people what they're doing, and apparently I'm gonna do something now because we don't have a net. Lyriel's now panicking.
Okay then.
Alrighty.
Back
At
to
the
the
end
front.
of Jake's turn, he goes, "Ta-da!"
Just get back in here, Jake. Just come.
That.
Yeah, okay.
Get back in here, Jake. Just come back in. Come on.
Yep. I go,
Just get back in here, Jake. Just get back in here.
and I just run in. Going,
Shit. All right. Azzy. What line do you want me to say for you? What introduction do you have? Will you do better than Zero? Because there was a fat Zero out there. You
Look at it this way.
I-
Anything is better than what I just did. So you're
Exactly.
good. I warmed you up for you.
We've hit rock bottom. The only way to go is up. That is exactly true. How are we introducing you?
Oh
We've been
no!
practicing.
Looks like the fire was put out by someone.
That's not what I was asking for. I'm asking your introduction line, Azzy. Not asking
I'm
for.
saying to say that because I'm water and water puts out fire.
Oh, that makes sense. You're very smart. Very smart.
Really am
Alright,
not,
I'll
but
say
thank
that-
you.
That
Yes,
Jake
you're
was
very-
washed up,
How
so we're
do-
going to send in someone who can actually do fire.
No.
With the thing.
We're not going to put down performers, then they're going to ask for refunds on their coin. You have to understand, we never say sorry. The customer is never right. What are you doing, Azzy? What are you doing?
I'm just making shapes. I'm making shapes of water
Shape-
and magic. That's it. That's
Azzy, the hydrokinetic kobold who dazzles? Is that fine with you? with his
You
masterful
sure?
magic manipulation of water. All right,
I
perfect.
don't mind. I don't mind at all.
All right, perfect. All right, Jake, please be better.
You just see the eyes just open up like the big puppy dog eyes.
Be better. All right, well, we're going out there. Make sure everyone, the next act is ready to go. The Flamboni sisters are coming right on after. All right, are you guys ready? Perfect. All right.
Simultaneous, actually.
Simultaneously. Perfect. All right.
And that's the blurb there for you.
All right. My name is Josiah Van Reek. This is the Broken Chin Circus. I am doing fine. All right, let's go.
You already said that. That's the opening.
Hello, everybody. And, of course, our last act was called Delight because I hope you were delighted from his act. And while
He was
the
delighted.
that was the point of the name.
Oh, beautiful.
And I hope all of you saw and seen the amount of work our performers going in and the beautiful amount of effort that they had put in. And now, as our next acts, we have two, in fact, for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. We have Azzy, the hydrokinetic kobold, the amazing Azzy, who dazzles with his masterful magic manipulation of water. And while all of you country folk may have not seen magic in your lives before, understand that this beautiful set of magic is not difficult, and we do appreciate tips. And next, we have the next beautiful time, of course, going along with Azzy. We have our beautiful and gorgeous Flamboni sisters, Flame and Ash, the beautiful feats of juggling, the two brave sisters who will juggle fire, this time into your retinas, the ones who will show the difference between fire and water, the two things that cannot mix. And as they call me, I am the oil that will set them on fire. So, how about we go and we start Azzy, the hydrokinetic kobold, and the Flamboni sisters, the beautiful two fiery twins.
So, okay, standing by the curtain with the Flamboni sisters. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I look at them. I can't do this. I can't do this. I presume I'm just pushed on.
Yeah, you are pushed on. I literally kick all of you.
No, Jake
better not
just
fail.
pushes.
I will. Okay, let's roll to see how this goes.
Please be better than me.
So for mine, I'm rolling a spell attack roll, elemental spell attack roll. So I'm just gonna roll this spell, but it's not actually the spell. It's just for the modifier.
Or you could just roll a d20 with the modifier.
A 19.
19.
So that's
he's kind of pushed on stage, and there's an audible squeak, but he just manages to repress it before making his way over to the podium. And then he kind of like uncorks a stopper from his waist, and then suddenly flowing out in a ribbon a stream of water, which he starts to manipulate and move around himself. And gradually he will, over the performance, shift it into different shapes. A sphere at first, and gradually getting more and more complicated as it goes from like a sphere to a diamond, then into a fish, which he sends flying in and amongst the audience before splashing on someone. Like the fish will kind of fly around and then kind of just like splash into someone's and dissipate into someone's face for like a laugh, and then before like carrying on and making rings and like doing all kinds of shapes with that.
Okay. So while that's happening on one side of the rings, the other rings, we had the Flamboni sisters doing their juggling act, their fire juggling act. And I'll do my roll for that. And that's a natural 20, so that's 27.
Oh,
that is a critical.
God.
So with a critical, I'm not going to do the saving throw because fire is a dangerous act, and that's a saving throw act which they need to do. But in this case, they don't need it, and the juggling acts are performed. But one of the things that catches you both out there is that the audience, they're reacting to the crowds, but from backstage you can also hear that there's something else going on. there's some shouts and screams as if there's panic in the crowds. Can I have perception checks for everybody, please?
Everybody,
Uh,
right now.
24.
I'm
How's that
panicking.
do? How does that do you?
17.
Okay, and
Ooh.
a 10. Okay, for those that got, well, I say 10 and all. Yep. You
Do I get
notice that there's a
bonus
panic in
for
the crowd.
Being backstage, or oh no, it's in the crowd.
In the crowd.
Oh,
So I'm assuming that you even you backstage, you're looking out from time to time and checking, but in the crowd, in one of the bleachers, and we're going to move across to the bleachers, because I do have a map.
Oh, that's a
Would
good
you
sign.
would you
It's
call
always
it
a good sign.
would you call it a battle map?
Maybe.
Ah, yes, of course. Oh man, we
so-
have no one watching our show.
So a map of I was going to say a map of rocks. No, you can see under the like in one of the bleachers. There's a little bit of a fright in the audience, not because they've just been hit by water. They seem to be scared of something. Those with so who got the Azzy? You have dark vision.
I got 24.
But you've got-
I do have dark vision.
You can
I'll
see
check.
that there's something underneath the bleachers that's moving around, causing that. Jake, you just see the action. You don't know what it is.
Actually, I do have light vision as well.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
everybody's got it then. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Not just
Oh.
low light vision, but I have dark vision, which
Yeah.
is
I have
better
low
than
light.
same. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see that there's something under the bleachers moving around and it's frightening the crowd.
Well, Jake's already done his act, so he's already going to try and
So-
investigate.
Azzy, it'd be hard for you to investigate, but you do have flying fish, so you can be in this if need be. But
How
as
do you
you're
mean?
going,
I'm not. What do you mean? I'm just performing. So
you're performing and you got fish, which you've just described as flying around the place. So you can
yeah.
be involved in this in a different fashion than you normally would be in a combat situation.
okay.
So we have
Oh,
Jake
and at this
going
point,
towards?
Jake would have already picked up his oil from the table of "Do not touch"
the one you forgot.
because I forgot to touch it. But yes, I would have got my oil just in case. I was like, "All right, I need to get a holster for this thing." And it'll go.
Is Lorio going towards us, or is Lorio investigating, or not?
Liariel or Lorien?
Yeah, are you saying Lyriel or Lorian?
Lyriel.
Lyria.
Hey, you can call her Lie if you want, if that's easier, because it sounds less
Answers
like
to everything.
Lorian. Fewer syllables. No, I still have to talk to who else is going on. Like, I don't have time. I've got to trust Jake with this. Like, I have to
Oh,
let
this
Joe
makes it so
Dyer
much
know
better.
that Mordane's now going on, and I haven't talked to the Dwarven Throwers or Eliza. Like, I got shit to do.
Or you could get the ringmaster to do that. Maybe.
So much better.
I need to tell the Ringmaster to do that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So we'll go to the battle map. And let's go.
Well, should you put Azzy in one of the rings?
Yeah, she put me in one of the rings.
Yeah, I will. I'll put you in the closest one just to make it more that you can get involved because you are
I'd
doing
appreciate
something.
that.
And let's
I have
take
things I can do.
as you approach the bleachers. You notice, as I said, notice something hiding under, and that's what the crowd are reacting to. And what's hiding underneath are some snakes underneath the bleachers. You are essentially in an open field, farm field, just outside of town. So snakes are a thing. What do you want to do?
Am I aware that they're there?
I think yours was yes,
24.
absolutely yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like manipulating the water and just try and I'm gonna subtly break apart a little bit from one of the water and turn it into, and the water is gonna freeze mid-air, and then shoot under the bleachers, and I'm going to attempt to cast Ray of Frost
Okay.
at the Viper. Just like, not trying to make a big deal of it, just like halfway through the act, a little bit disappeared. Oh, it's part of the act. Look, there's a bit of ice, and just subtly like, go away.
Can I have a what's it called? I'm trying to think.
Full attack roll.
No, animal.
Animal?
Yeah,
Animal handling?
animal
Nature?
handling or nature roll, please.
I don't think animal handling is a.
Yeah, it's nature.
Shit,
It's nature.
Yeah.
I do a lot of. Oh, yeah, that's applicable.
Natural 1.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Sure. Yeah, I'll spend a hero point.
Okay.
I've just realized out of character what this might be, but let's see if I
Your
realize that
character
in character.
doesn't, which is
But well, I am re-rolling.
yep.
Let's see. Let's
Unless it
re-roll.
re-rolls,
16.
you realize that
Better.
if you attack them, if you do hit the and anger them, so if you do attack them, they will get angered, and there are a lot of civilians. They're not on the map, but the bleachers are full. It's a full house, and they will attack and lash out at anything near them.
Okay, my assumption was wrong. I thought there were the snakes that belong to the what's her name?
Eliza.
They could be
Eliza's snakes.
Eliza's.
They could be.
That could.
I
Also
won't
be a
do that
thing.
then. Instead, I'll cast guidance on Jake. Just what's the range? Is it touch? Is it touch?
I will no.
30 feet. It's
Couldn't
good.
you can? I will allow it.
Yeah,
You
just.
can work it into your performance in a way to hide the fact that you're casting guidance.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm assuming if we're doing an action, I'm going to be spending an action every turn on performance.
Yeah. Well, you do your 3 actions as your part of your performance, but part of your performance is slipping in guidance while this is happening. Jake,
Yeah.
you see 3 small snakes, essentially, underneath the bleachers, and that's what the crowd are reacting to. I'll allow that nature roll to also pass across of if you attack them, they will strike back, but there's a lot of people around here.
If I stamp my feet and get them to nurse me and then I start to run, would they follow? Would that nature roll give me the information to give them like a target to try to catch?
Essentially, I'll give you another nature roll, which is essentially understanding the enemy.
Okay, well, this is not going to go well for me because I'm in 0 nature. Leafy, where are you?
Not here. This is kind of her deal. And having another player in the background could have also been important, like for this scenario specifically. You don't really know if they'll if you frighten them that they will chase you. If you act aggressive, you don't know if they'll chase you or just go after anyone nearby. Again, civilians. The crowd.
So
That you would have gotten a +1 to that, by the way, from guidance for a 9.
yeah.
Still not.
Yeah, still wouldn't get enough.
Still not.
While this is going on, have we been able to get back to the tent and get in contact with Eliza and the Dwarven Throwers
Yes.
and Joe Jire? Right. Well, first I let Joe Jire know that Mordane's going to be doing the big act now. You can sense there's a lot of resentment there and anger.
I don't understand why you joined this circus just to be under somebody else, but the point was to be something different. Regardless, she wants to be the big number.
Trust me, I want the 5 to do it, but she's going to have to because, frankly, we can't deal with.
We have another possibility for that act, for the big number. We have our little friend who's been following us this whole time. He's been practicing every day, and he seems quite capable. Our little friend Axel. Maybe be able to do that.
You see in the background
For the big act,
his
we
name. His
we need
face lights
someone-
up in the darkness.
We need someone confident. He will take Morgane's place in the final one, but he cannot be our big act. He is not. As much as I detest her, we need to think rationally about this.
He's been
Tend to
practicing
our
a
own
lot.
wounds first.
don't-
And I need. Do you really think that he can? God, Mordine's gonna be pissed. I already told her she was. Fuck. Well, I don't mean
How is
she won't be
she?
fucking
How is she
late.
gonna be? How is she gonna be mad about being not the climax and being the person that's by herself? If she's going to throw a fit like this, then why would we? Just depends. Whatever.
Diltar, we're going to have to do damage control after the show, but
Oh,
we
yes,
are in
she's-
the middle
yes.
of it right now. We have
Oh.
minutes.
Yes.
She is the big act. I will, it will be do you really believe in Axel?
I do. I mean, I've been helping him. I mean, obviously he's been outside of our circus, but he's been getting the same training as everybody else. However,
Fantastic. Then he can be instead of Mordain in the final because, frankly, I
it's fair enough. Fair enough. As long as
organize a few
if
more
it's
things.
Mordain. If you can give us
Right,
Mordain, it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead,
and then
go.
I try and find Eliza and the Dwarven Throwers.
I'm just going to pop to the loop. Be right back.
Yep, no problem.
Mhm.
So we'll deal with Eliza because we might have to have. Oh, are you ready, Jake? To do what are you going to do? The crowd is quite quite alerted right now, and alarmed. The snakes in the.
Wait. Did they run away from fire? But they were threatening them. Fuck. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Could have been rats.
Oh.
Cinder rats, maybe?
No.
We did the. For those that don't understand the in-joke here, there was a rat which did the TPK in the offline game, learning Pathfinder.
Yes, a rat.
Y'all
with a
died.
TPK. Yeah. I still want to say I spend an action and light the poi and just see if I can scare them away. Animals usually run away from fire, so I would chase them with a fire thing.
Okay.
And I'm just spitballing.
So you're trying to intimidate.
So what's mine?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Open up my character sheet.
God.
Also by the way, it's also a completely dark circus tent, except
I
for the
know.
little spotlights.
I know.
Oh, actually, if you see those little dots, they are like these little dots here would be torches. I can only assume because it doesn't really give me a guide, but I can assume that these lights, like these, would be torches to light the area.
It would. All right. But wait, I have hero points. I can actually do a redeem if I fail. So let's do an intimidation.
It's like I have backup. Let's do the intimidation.
This is going to go poorly for me.
Thank you for the hero points,
Thank you.
viewers.
Yeah,
We
jeez.
really appreciate them.
Yes.
They're very helpful.
we might
They
have
allow us to do
seriously
cool
needed
shit.
those.
This group is not used to hero points, but there we
No, we're
go.
not.
I'll take that.
More of a
You'll
free-to-play
take that?
player.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Poorly.
The-
So I spend an action, set the poi on fire, and just hanging it down, see
And-
if they run away from it.
Okay, so
And
You-
praying to my deity, going, please.
in your small stature, you can fit underneath the bleachers, and you kind of just ushering and herding them out of the tent itself, and you're able to actually essentially herd them out with your makeshift fire and technique there.
Wait, that worked?
That worked.
While this is going on, I would like to attempt a second check for my performance
With the minuses.
with the -5.
Okay.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
We have clowns.
We have,
We have clowns.
It's true. We have clowns, and
Well,
this is,
yep.
we haven't needed to send them in this act yet. So.
Okay.
This is the reason
so
why I
will-
kept the clowns.
You can use them
Well,
every
it's
act.
once per. Yeah, it's once
Oh,
per
yeah.
act.
One per
so we
act,
would have been
yeah.
able to use
No,
them.
I thought it was once per performance. I didn't know it was once per act.
I
Once
must.
per
Yeah,
act.
it's once per act. So
If I knew it was that, I would send the clowns in my act, but done. Let's move on.
the big
Okay.
the big finales and things with multiple tricks in each. That's where it's more
Intrigue.
important.
Okay.
There's no option to just roll those standard spell attacks. I'm just gonna do D20 plus 7.
Yeah, with the minuses. or whatever.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
D20 plus 2.
there we go.
So
DC
dice
is
roller
15.
plus 2. Whoa!
And that's
What
a
do you
three.
fucking know?
So it's a
Oh
critical.
My goodness.
And the Flamboni sisters don't have the confidence that you did, and they've already got a critical, so they're just going, okay, yep, we're good. So they're only going to do the one. So that's 2 criticals in the same act in the build-up. I don't know what that's about, but
That's a lot of anticipation for the big show. That'd be fucking good.
Yeah,
there
that's
you go.
the thing about critical successes is they can kind of bite you in the butt with this because you have more anticipation.
Yeah. So what happens is I start emulating the jugglers with water, and it's kind of like becomes a mirror pattern. Like I'm not actually juggling them. I'm not doing this, but I'm kind of like holding it like this, and the things are circling in sync, and then gradually I will. And then what will happen is I will. They'll all kind of come together and freeze, and then I will catch the frozen ball of water as I bow. And that will be, yeah.
As you approach more, Eliza and Mr. Tickles, she's quite concerned. She says that Mr. Tickles,
Right.
yeah, there's more. Sorry,
Oh.
Del.
I know. I can tell at this point.
So, she's quite concerned that he seems like Mr. Tickles is like very lethargic and just won't eat or drink.
Oh, well, I mean, does he need just? And I'll cast heal. I think that's the spell I have, right?
You're just gonna cast heal.
Yeah. Can I heal him? I don't know. Wait. Or
You could do a medicine check
Oh, I guess I
or
could.
nature
Yeah.
if you've got it.
Well, I'm not proficient in either of those because I'm a bad cleric.
How far away am I now after chasing away the vipers?
Can
I
I'll let you get
circle
back
my
in
way
time
back?
for this.
Yeah, I look in panic for Jake because he's normally the one that I go to for medicine shit. 'Cause-
Right, get rid of the vipers. How are we going? Yes, I changed my voice every
yeah.
5 minutes. I need to work on the voice.
Mr. Tickles, can you check him out? See, I'm not a veterinarian.
All right, I roll medicine.
I mean, I can detect if he's been poisoned. I can heal him if he's hurt.
Why am I
That's-
doing all the rolls
that's-
Would you like to
badly?
re-roll?
That's a hero
Yes.
point usable, yeah.
Well, I didn't
So
use
I've got
0
you-
point for the other one, so I'm down to 2.
Yeah, under 2.
Okay, let's try this again. All right.
I mean, can I assist, or do I have to be proficient to assist? I've still got
I
an
think you have to be
okay
proficient to
bonus.
assist.
Damn it! I still got an okay bonus.
So,
Mr. Tickles, I lift up Mr. Tickles and realize, and
Mr. Tickles
Mr.
is
Tickles-
a giant anaconda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying. I'm looking at the tail. I'm going. All right.
Can
go to the head.
you still perform? Are there any other? I mean, you have other. You have other
we
animals,
can perform. I do, but they're not ready for performance tonight. Like some are shedding, and it's
right?
Mr.
Okay.
Tickles is what I've been practicing with,
How
or who I should say.
how confident do you feel?
Well, I'm confident with myself, but that's the whole thing with animal acts, isn't it?
Right. Just give me a second. With the way things are going, I need to make sure that everything's okay with the dwarven throwers first, before I run off to find the dwarven throwers. What's wrong with
Snake.
them? What's
so-
wrong with them, Karsh?
Nothing actually, and they're even
Nothing?
sober.
What's impossible?
Dwarves
God damn.
sober.
I know. So with Mr. Tickles, you will, like it'll be a treat illness. Well, or treat disease rather than just hit points. Physically okay, but
I
sick.
don't. Is that? Give me just a second, and I am just gonna double check to see, because I think actually, yeah, no, it would have you. Well, you would also have to have healer's tools to treat illness or disease.
There's healer's tools around the circus. Accidents
Yeah.
happen.
And it's a trained action, so you would have to do it.
Yeah. I'm trained in medicine, just that my roles weren't the
Oh,
best
yeah.
for that.
You, but if you want to try and treat it, if we
You don't know
have
what it
healers-
is, but you're just trying to
Yeah.
suppress whatever it is
Yeah.
to help
Jake,
it.
please. Wait. You would have to. God, it has to be
I've got a
treat
DC.
poison because treat disease is spending at least 8 hours caring for them. You would have to try and treat poison.
It's just a medicine check. I've got a DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
All right. Fine.
But whatever you're doing, you're just suppressing whatever it is, which you don't know what it is yet.
Yep. All right. One more. Can I do multiple on the same action? Hero points? Or is it
Guidance.
one? Thank you. Is it multiple rerolls per action, or can I do it once?
You're doing once.
Okay, I've already done it then.
No, that was the assess.
That was to tell what it
assess.
was.
You have no
Okay.
idea what it is, but they're sick, or Mr. Tickles is
Alright.
sick. You just don't know what it is, but now you can try to suppress
I
whatever
can
it is.
try to suppress what's wrong.
And you have guidance.
I'm talking to Elias and it may work. Let's just try it. So would this be another medicine check?
Another medicine check. I have a DC in mind.
All right.
I'll list
And
it
you
here.
get a plus
I am
1
not
status
looking-
bonus.
I am not looking.
Would you
Oh,
like to
God.
spend?
Holy shit.
Why are my rolls so bad?
Bad.
This is not rogues and refugees. Different system.
You want to spend?
Alright.
Yes or no? Gotta move.
Yes, spend.
Yes. Okay.
14.
All right.
Into one.
Plus one,
14.
15 plus the
15.
1.
15.
Plus the 1.
You don't know how it's going to affect, but it's going to be some benefit.
I tried, Eliza.
Yeah.
Look, Eliza, I have a thing that I've been trying. If you are confident, you can go on. If you are not, well,
Look,
weird
with
sense of
everything
deja
going
vu
on,
there.
we're a solid act. We'll go and we'll do our trick.
Good, perfect, fantastic. Oh, amazing, incredible. Everything's okay, perfect. So, in you'll be in the finale. You will be in the left ring. You'll be trick 5. Axel's gonna be in the middle, and the dwarven throwers will be in 7. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, thank goodness. And then I run to just confirm everything with Joe Jire because I don't remember the last thing I told him because everything keeps changing. So I want to make sure that he knows what's happening for those groups too. Oh, and then I also have to be there to help Mordain for the big number, so I guess I'm over there too. I would.
So,
Oh.
back on stage with Azzy
Yes.
wrapping up. This is all happening while you're doing your act. There's so much going
Minus 10. No.
on. Del, you are so special. I love this. So,
Yes.
Azzy, you noticed in the crowds.
Oh no.
Fuck. What
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. You notice in the crowds that there's a couple of there's a few people that are walking through the crowds, and they seem to be antagonizing people, and you hear things talking about 3-1 that the sisters burn themselves, 2-1 that the kobold drowns, and they start yelling out odds, it seems, of mistakes and misfortune for the axe as they move from bleachers to bleachers.
I am going to. They are going to be the target of a splash from one of the fish. Like the fish is just going to like swim around and then find its way around them, and I'm going to like direct the attention right towards where they are. And there's going to be this fish that swims around and around, and then just I'm assuming this would be part of the natural 20. Using I'm going to throw in. I'm not going to actually cast an attack on them, but I'm going to expend my focus point spell, Elemental Toss, which allows me to gain a +1 status bonus to intimidation checks.
Which is exactly what I was going to call for.
Yeah. And I am going to have the fish fly around them and then slowly shift and grow as I add more water to it until it turns into a shark that just bites down on their head. But a water shark, so they just get drenched by a watery shark that bites on them head. Yeah, we'll see. So this is intimidation. How's a 25?
And exactly what you described works.
You're
that's why we roll first, then
nuts.
describe based off your roll, which is something I want to try to start doing. So yes, exactly what you described. Your fish turn into gather together into a larger shark, and just bites down on one of the three troublesome people, and in the biting splashes the other two. They look on stage. Look back to the center stage, to you, and you create a dozen piranhas from the rest of the water, and they just turn to them, and you see them scurrily make their way to the exit into the darkness.
And then they just resume the act.
And going back to resuming the act. An interesting way of dealing with them. Nice. I think we're back. I think the act finishes, unless there's something else that's happening backstage.
There's a pretty.
I don't know,
involved act.
Cash. You tell us.
All right. Good job. Fantastic work. All right.
My heart is in my throat, but thanks.
Good job, little buddy. You're doing fantastic. I knew that training would be great for you. High five right here.
Now, there is a little bit of a conflict. With the stress we've put Del under, you've agreed to have 2 people in the big act.
No, because the 5 can't act if they don't have a net.
No.
You can.
You've agreed to put Axel
Axel's
the
part of
Amazing
the
Aviary.
finale.
No.
He's the finale.
I said Axel was going to take Mordane's place in the finale.
Okay.
I was
That's
never going to
sort of
put
okay.
Axel in the big number.
I thought you were saying that Axel has been replaced by replaces Mordane in the big act. Okay.
No. Oh, no.
That's what I heard.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I've been in a show before.
Anyway.
That's what I heard. So, yeah.
Amazing.
So we had the big act.
For all we know, he could have been the one sabotaging everything.
It's fair.
We've known him for but a week.
He is a sweet boy, and he practices every single day.
Yes, so Mordane next, and then the finale we have Eliza, Axel, and the Dwarven Throwers, and
Perfect.
checked with all of them. They should be good to go.
Everyone's good to go? Perfect. All right. Is Mordane good to go? Is she fine?
Is Mordane
Yeah.
by her shit?
She's pissed. But
Oh,
she's a
that's fine.
professional.
Yes. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I am fantastic. I'm definitely quitting after this show for sure, though. 100%.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh, it's not my choice.
What do you
lied.
mean it's not
Yeah.
your choice? Yeah?
I nailed it.
Well, we'll see.
As he did a
Do
fantastic
a big
job.
one next time, maybe.
We'll see. After that,
Right.
I think I might just. It's not so bad. This crowds.
Oh, it's actually more worse than I thought it would be. It's
Don't be
actually
sorry.
terrible.
It's fine. We're all
Is there
We're gonna make
is there
it through
anything I
this.
can help? Is there anything I can help with? Is there anything I can help with
Just
backstage?
make sure that Eliza, Axel, and the throwers are. Nothing else goes wrong with them because I cannot
Okay, yeah.
replace
Sure,
another one
sure.
of them.
No, that's fine.
Yes. All right. Perfect. I'm gonna go try and not piss off Mordain further. You ready to introduce her, Josiah?
Sure.
I'm not enthused about it either, but
Yeah,
that's why they call it putting on a show. And I give him a pat on the shoulder and go over to the.
I think my life has come to this. This is where I die. All right, let's go. Lights go down. I walk outside, go into the middle ring again, standing in front of the crowd, and I stand up chest high and I say, Good evening, everybody, and I hope everyone's been having a fantastic night. Our amazing Azzy, the Hydronetic Kobold, and our beautiful Flamboni sisters, I hope that show dazzled and razzled your jimmies. And so, today, right now, I hope at this moment, we have our big act. Today, tonight, tomorrow, anytime you come to our show, our beautiful, magnanimous Mordain the Magician. Her acts of illusion performed with skill. Not magic at all, actually. I don't know why she's called a magician, because while it seems like magic, it is actually based in realistic expectation. See Mordain escape from shackles, locks, and a tank filled with the most deadly water provided by yours truly by the river next door. So, now, we are here, and we are ready. Our beautiful Mordain, the magician, but she is mundane. Here we go. And I just skip out of the curtain, and I go backstage.
So the act goes on. Del, you go out with Mordain as her apprentice. You
Show
know
off the
she's stiff.
shackles.
You show off the
Oh,
shackles. You do the act. But a part of magic acts is that it's not always the performer doing the magic or doing the sleight of hand. It's most often the assistant. So part of that act, and no, I didn't say anything beforehand, but I know you've got the skills, is sleight of hand. So, Del,
That would be thievery, right?
thievery, yes.
Oh god.
So you hide, say, the keys when you pass the locks, etc.
Of course. I'd be delighted to. I say that. I'm instinctually filled with terror right now.
Oh yeah.
The problem is you just
Hey,
So
don't.
how about
Oh my god, so many crits. This is so
Three
bad.
crits.
No, the thing
This
is,
is so bad because this keeps increasing our anticipation.
it does.
Oh,
What
God.
does it? I need to read up
Oh,
on
God,
exactly how
That's a
that
failure,
works.
though.
Oh God. Fuck.
That's a failure.
I should have.
And
Send
this
in
is
the clowns.
this is her
Send,
this
send
is,
in the clowns. Send
Send
in
in
the
the
clowns.
this is her fortitude save. She
Okay.
passes that. She's not injured, but she does pull up and she's okay, and it looks like it's part of the act, kind of, but the clowns
Well-
hide the fact that it was a failure.
Yeah. So if we send in the I put those in excitement. If we send in the clowns for her 14, it turns it into a success, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
it moves it up by one, and in this case
Okay.
hides that it was a failure, and just distracts just enough to the fact that, oh yes, it's just part of the act. That her
And-
gasping for air is part of the act. It
Does
took
her 20?
longer.
Yeah. Does her 27 count as a critical for?
No, that's her saving throw to not be
Oh,
injured,
okay.
Mm.
Okay.
because
Does
it's a dangerous act.
okay.
She's drowning,
Underwater.
she's drowning.
Does she do a third action then?
Nope.
Or are there just
Not
the
with
two?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
But in this case, your action helps with the as a critical to help with the excitement and what's not.
But I don't want more anticipation.
I know. So mechanically wise, for those watching, you build the anticipation by advertising and whatnot, and you need to try to meet that anticipation at the end of the night by passing all these rolls. Every time you do a critical, though, it raises the anticipation. and we've got a lot of criticals.
We
lot.
we only have one success that's not a critical, and that's Mordane's. So right now we're just at a +1. So assuming we did not start this circus show with one anticipation, right now we are screwed.
No, hold on.
So
I just want to. Yeah, no. So a critical success generates 4 excitement.
for excitement, but also does 1 anticipation. Yeah.
Two
You generate
anticipation.
excitement equal to the trick's level,
Oh, that's right. So we're level 1.
Only
sorry.
one.
And they're level
Yeah.
1 too.
We have like.
and they're level 1. Yeah.
I mean, we have 15 anticipation right now. Or how much anticipation do we have?
It
Well,
starts
how
with
much
15.
did?
But either way,
Yeah.
we'll go
So-
past the mechanics and we'll go back to the
Yeah,
act.
sure.
The act's not success is hidden by the clowns coming in a little bit too early, but hides the fact that she was seriously gasping for air.
She's dying.
And
She's
in
dying. Make sure she
danger.
suffers a little bit. But save her first.
Who are you whispering that to?
The clowns upstairs. We're to the clowns.
as they tend to make. Okay. And then so that's the act there where the act, by the way, is her going into, like, it's essentially straight jacket act into the water. I'll
Yeah.
pass on the description because of the whatnot. She was underwater for longer than anticipated. Now, we'll move to the finale, I believe.
Ariel
Finale.
doesn't panic.
No.
For the finale.
Jake is panicking.
For the finale.
As he's just glowing, he's forgotten about everything else. He's just like,
He's already gone to the break room. He's already done his part. I'm gonna go up to Axel and just go up to him and just kind of say, "All right, buddy, you ready?"
No. Yeah. No. I
Part of the
no.
finale. You wanted to be part of this. This is your choice. This is the thing.
I thought I was ready, but I don't think I no I
Oh,
can't
you don't
do
have
this.
a choice.
I
Oh, you
can't
do have
this.
to do this.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't. I
No,
can't do.
Axel,
I
Axel,
no.
you understand. I go down to his level. I put my hands on his shoulders and I say, "If you don't do this, I will kill you. So please do this for me."
Intimidation.
Yes. If you don't do this, I kill you.
I feel like you didn't quite mention how dark Joe Gyre was going to be when you were telling us about
Would you
him.
like-
I would.
to
I
reroll?
would. If you. Sure. I'll use the hero point to reroll that.
You did have the highest, but
Yeah. 3 now. Axel, if you don't do this, I will kill you. However, you have to understand this thing, son. I know this is your first time performing. We've practiced this before. I know that we've practiced this a little bit. I've helped you out a little bit. I've given you food and scraps of water. However, you have to understand,
no, you haven't.
I have. I've been slowly building you up to this. You are going to be a star. You're going to be the #1 show, the big number, the #1 person behind. You know, you've seen her go act Mordaine. You can be as cocky as she is once you get this done. So, now I have to say this.
Why are we encouraging
Axel.
more people to be like her?
Axel, you must have confidence. In fact, you must have. I will be there right behind you, right there, helping you take out your doves, all right? I'll be right there behind you, all right? You can do this. Believe in me that believes in you, all right? Perfect. All right. You got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And he starts walking out into the darkness of the show to get prepared into his ring.
Perfect. All right. Axel's ready to go. He's good to go. How are you? Eliza, you perfect? Perfect. Get out there. How about you? Dwarven Throwers, end the show with a bang if you can.
And so, oh yeah, we always end with a bang. It's all good.
Perfect.
We're good to go.
Perfect. All right. Okay, everyone. It's been a rough show, but I think we can get out of this alive. I walk outside. I just walk outside to go present the last 3. Hello, everybody. My name is Josiah Van Reek, and you have been watching the Circus of the Broken Chain. And tonight, I hope you've been enjoying our acts. We have our first act, Delight, unnamed Shuni Jake, who dazzled all of you with his magnificent in the dark theatrics. We have Azzy, our magnificent, amazing kobold watermancer, and we have the Flamboni sisters, our fiery twins who burned a hole straight through your heart. We have Mordain, the magnificent magician whose beautiful face and amazing water tricks hopefully dazzled and amazed you. And now, finally, as our final act, we have our three performers. Eliza. She, the one animal handler that we have, you can see her deadly vipers, her handling of many kinds, and dancing with 16-foot-long anaconda Mr. Tickles. We have Axel, the dove master. You should see him produce birds underneath his cloak. They fly, they sing, they deliver sweets to the small children in the audience. You get extra value. And we have our finally big bang dwarven throwers. You shall see these tumblers shape themselves into the living ballistae that they shall be and launch themselves through the air as cannonballs strike the side of ships in the ocean. They are, as you can say, our climax. And so, without further ado, our beautiful and amazing performers shall perform for you tonight. Thank you, and good evening.
So, Eliza and Mr. Tickles, the spotlight goes to Eliza and Mr. Tickles. Mr. Tickles isn't really feeling well tonight, but she does her best. And Mr. Tickles, again, a massive, massive anaconda. And she goes all the way up to the audience to intimidate the audience with the size of the anaconda. Even brings audience members into the ring, and gets them to have a little bit of a hug essentially get a little bit of a hug from the anaconda. And she does roll a 14 for her. Do you want to send out the clowns? She does have penalties because still sick snake.
I mean, it's once per act, right?
It's once per act. You got 3 acts here.
Will she do more actions, or is this her only action?
She does have 2 actions.
Okay. I say...
Is she going to use them? I think she shouldn't use them.
They're separate actions. They're not decreasing actions.
I see.
She's got a nature and she's got an intimidation.
It's fine.
I think she should... I don't think we should send them out yet.
Okay.
No, okay.
So
Just
I'll do a
case-
second roll for her.
Yeah.
Okay. And a 20 for the second one. Again, it's not a natural 20, and Mr. Tickles is certainly not feeling well, but is able to, the 16-foot long viper, long anaconda, is able to perform, and everything is okay with the rest of her act. As for Axel and the amazing Avery, I love you threatened to kill him. That's so beautifully perfect. But as he's starting his act, you notice that there's a couple in the audience that are quite raucous, and especially when Axel, he looks that little bit nervous, and they start on him, and they start yelling comments and start demoralizing and heckling, and he's trying to start. He's trying to do his act. He's trying to start his act. What do you do?
So I had said I wanted to be part of Axel's act to help him out, just standing behind. Is that still fine? I think I was gonna stand there helping him co-star. I said I'd be behind him, so I am.
I'll give you I'll let you do essentially an assist action if you'd like. You did threaten to kill him, but
I did, yes.
So,
is there the opposite of demoralize? Is there a moralize action?
type of thing. as this is going on, as he's nervous, he starts going with you behind him, help him out. But you're the one that sees the crowd first. That the agitators are pissing off the people around them. Can I get a perception check, please, from Josiah? You notice that the agitation's getting quite heated. Those in the back can do a perception roll. It's going to be harder. An 8
I'm
is
just not gonna
not
roll.
good enough.
I'm just not gonna roll today. Send someone else.
17.
So-
Oh no, that's lie. 12.
The 17 is enough of a pass. You notice that there's an agitation in the crowd, and that they're specifically really going after Axel, and not just that, but they're going like the crowd around them are turning on the people as well. And
Right,
the
crowd
people-
control. Who's coming with me?
Sure. Yeah.
Come on. And I start making my way around.
So you run out the side of the tent and come around the side entrance. Essentially, run out the back of the tent and come in the side entrance to where the stands are, where the drunken brawlers are about to lay into the crowd around them.
Oh, I am
About
dashing
to.
in there.
They haven't started though, because
Yeah.
you saw.
Can I? Let's see. Let's see. I want to. Can I use gust of wind to push them apart from each other?
They're in a crowd, like full tent.
Okay. All right. Fair
Like-
enough.
Everyone's packed in. It's a full house.
I am going to. No. Oh god, there's nothing. There's not really much I can do. I'm gonna cast guidance on Lariel.
And
But I'm here for backup. I'm here for backup. You're better at this than me. You're the people. You're more.
I just want this to go.
I'll be here for
terribly.
backup. I can. You know, if you get them away from the crowd, I can
okay.
just blow them
am
out.
I there as well? Am I?
And if you are,
Yeah.
if you're not,
If I
you're
am,
not.
yes, I am.
Right? Come on.
I am. I would walk up and try to defuse the situation before Lariel decides to go completely ape shit.
I'm not gonna go ape shit. Lyriel does not want a scene to be caused by them. Why would she cause a scene herself?
True.
Just trying
I would try to diplomatically try to get them to calm down.
to.
Okay, so
And if I can assist.
I will.
the assist roll, please, first.
Yeah.
I would also like to assist.
The assist rolls, please, then.
Hmm?
As you yelling up into the crowd itself to try to get the attention of. Sorry, I did have them on the GM layer. Let's put them onto the proper layer. Okay, you do need a
12.
15 to pass the assist rolls, and they did not.
Terrible.
Okay.
So the primary roll from the person that has only one reroll. You didn't get assistance, and you yell up in the crowd. What are you yelling? What are you saying? How are you trying to defuse it?
Bark, wolf, bark. Talking to Shuni for a few seconds. I went, excuse me, please. Could you are interrupting the people around you. If you'd like to act, we would definitely love to direct you to the exit and give you your money back in full.
Well, that may have persuaded some of the others. These two are drunk and they don't care. And they move forward. And shall we have an initiative show?
Ah, great.
Oh boy.
What would this initiative be under? Perception?
Yours, actually, for all of you, diplomacy. For Will, if you can be in the initiative order, you can choose what's appropriate. If you're still intimidating Axel,
Oh, fuck.
you can use that if you want.
How do I do initiative diplomacy?
Can I actually use performance?
Oh,
No
I had to
problem.
set my
Do you
character.
see where?
Oh, yeah,
So
there
look
we
at
go.
the Yeah.
I'm
I got
not
it.
intimidating. I was only intimidating one time. It's only
Well,
one
if
time.
you're going to steal,
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna use performance as my my initiative.
Oh, sorry,
I
diplomacy.
have an
I hate
evil-
performance. I rolled performance by accident. Let me do
Yeah.
diplomacy.
Could you? Thank you. Oh,
12.
could you add
I mean, my original roll was an 8.
23?
And mine was a 21.
My thought process was shuffle them out of there into the ring and get them as
Mhm.
part as the bird act.
so unfortunately, these two are not ones you can just use diplomacy on. They are drunk, and they are belligerent, and they are edgy. Like they want to fight, and that's what they're getting. There you go.
All right. Well, my first. Oh God. My first turn will be a grapple action on Rolvo. So I'll use my poi as a chain to grab Rolvo around the neck and pull him out of the crowd.
Okay, do your grapple
Okay, what would that be? A strength check?
as an attack, I believe,
Yes.
Mm. It's an attack.
and it must have the grapple ability on the weapon.
All right. Well, while I'm deciding about, so I'm trying to find the grapple information for my poi. I don't think I do have that though, but I do have that. Who's next? Oh, yeah, I'll hold my action, and you go next while I work this out. So we keep the action flowing.
Okay.
Oh, are you delaying?
I'm delaying, so because
Okay.
I need to do a quick check for what I can do with my weapons.
Yeah.
Hello.
I
Trip action.
I will look at the one closest to me, and I will say, "You should really leave," and I will cast command.
So
So that
on
is
Rovo?
sure. I said the one closest to me.
So cast command, and I'll do my will, which I've already done.
It is a DC. Where does it say my DC? 17, I think.
And do the casting, so it comes up.
Oh,
Hopefully it works. This is the first
sorry.
time we've had to use them, so
There we
There we
go.
go.
Wait, why
So-
does it say?
14?
No, the DC should be 17. My spell DC is 17.
You probably haven't put yourself as being trained in it.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh.
So
well-
you say you better much leave. Let's see if they've got immunity to.
Oh, sweet. Sorry.
There's
Actually-
drunkenness.
Oh, it's
Immunity.
probably because it says it's of the wrong tradition because it automatically puts the.
Yeah.
I'll have to change those.
Okay, so it seems to have a bit of a difficulty getting through his drunkenness to getting to leave.
Well,
You've got you've got one more action. What would you like to do? You're right in front of them. The crowd is dispersed around you all.
Okay, if the crowd has dispersed a little, I'll spend.
It's not
I
easy
will,
to disperse. It
What?
understands though.
Yeah. I'll cast shield on myself, it's a one action, I believe.
Okay. So you've cast shield, which is a one action. Jake, are you coming in now, or we're going to move to? we
I
can
don't
move?
have any weapons that have grapple. I've got. Is there any people within 10 feet of these people now?
There's people around the place. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just have to use the poi unlit and do an attack trying to knock out.
Are poi lethal weapons or
Poi as
non-lethal
unlit.
only weapons?
I will check that. I think they are lethal. if
Yeah,
lit.
I don't know the
You
rules for
can-
Do you
damage.
want to use the
Um,
lethal weapon?
No, it's not lethal.
That's why
You can take a
lethal?
-2 penalty in order to do non-lethal damage with a lethal weapon or lethal damage with a non-lethal
But
weapon.
that's not what people will see. That's why I'm asking. Are they're non-lethal?
They're non-lethal.
Okay. If they got their class is non-lethal, then that's why I want to make sure that you know that you're not doing a lethal weapon.
Oh, I'm not doing lethal.
Or
God,
you-
no.
Yeah. There's a difference there. Okay, so you do your attack roll.
Yep, these are unlit. I think the one that you've got in here at the moment has the actual.
We'll just ignore the 5. That's need
Yeah,
be.
no. Yep. So, first attack, just trying to go ahead to knock the person out.
An attack of 15 is a hit for doing 5 points of damage. In their drunkenness, it just hits their head and swings around and swings off. So it swings off, and he seems barely aware that it even got hit, and then turns to you, even angrier than he was before. But it's hard to tell when they're drunk and involved. Are you going to try to do a second action?
Yes, I
Or
am.
third?
I'm going to do second and third.
Okay, do them both, and we'll just see how we go. So 17 is also a hit with 6 points of damage,
And the last one misses.
and the last one is a total miss. Azzy, what would you like to do from the back?
I don't know if you can do non-lethal weapons, non-lethal attacks with spells.
Depends on the spell, generally speaking. Mind affecting seems to be not working.
I
on them.
don't
That's for sure.
think so. I don't think you can. But if you would allow me to like flavor it, I would try and do non-lethal.
Was the catch of what does the audience see? Because this is
I'm
happening
gonna
in front of
use-
an audience.
I'm going to use again. I'm going to manifest. I'm going to use produce water, it's a cantrip,
Mhm.
and I'm going to just splash them in the face with it. Again, a bit like before, but this
Yep.
time it's the cantrip, and it's actually a damaging cantrip. But I want it to be non-lethal.
Okay.
Sober him
You can
up.
do yep.
Yeah.
Do a sober attack. So do the attack.
11.
The water goes awry and splashes the bleachers around and splashes some of the spectators. And this is the reaction you get. Because they think it's part of the act. Well, kind of.
And what happens is, as I've splashed it out, wind starts to rustle up the cloak, my shirt, and like there's a little bit of static in the air, and I say, "Yeah, I think you two really should leave," and I would like to try and demoralize them.
Okay. Do your demoralization.
So this is again with the +1 static bonus
And verse their intimidation, I believe.
because
or,
of the elemental blood magic.
Or will save.
We're
I think it's will save.
16.
Again, trying to negotiate with drunkards is really hard. In the best of times, and these two are really drunk
Okay.
and nothing.
Well,
no
I had
result.
an action left anyway, so
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Always good to spend it and always good to try. That was your turn. So we're down to we've got.
It
As
would
you
have
should,
it would have been me
Yes,
before
let's
Azzy.
go back to
but-
you.
Yeah, I would have delayed my turn after Azzy anyways, regardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
getting complex.
yep, I would have delayed it regardless. I'm going to actually using one of my feats. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can make an impression on the both of them. I'm gonna see if I can make an impression. So what that would be I would be using my diplomacy check against the will DCs of both, and then I have the feat that allows me to do both of them. So make an impression, they just improve their view of me 2 steps, which would mean that they would be friendly.
To you specifically.
Specifically me, yes, but I'm trying to do it so in which
Yeah.
to make them friendly.
Are you going
At
to
least
move
towards
towards
the
them out of the ring?
Yes, I'm gonna move forward. Yeah, I'm gonna move
Okay.
forward. I'm just gonna just kind of say, "Come on, everybody! Why can't we be friends?" And I'm
Sure.
going to just take out what it is. I have a thing. It is called a smoke stick, and I'm going to do a flash of smoke, just a white wisp of smoke, and just burst out in smoke to see if I can catch their attention as I'm going to go up towards them and just see if I can put my hand on their shoulders and just say, come on. More alcohol, we can get you some more. As long as you just become agreeable, just slightly for now.
This is
Just
one where
try this.
doing rolls will be preferably first. And then we'll
Perfect,
see
yeah.
how it ends up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do diplomacy.
Yeah. So, what I want to try to start doing, especially for this show where it's going to be a lot more of this type of stuff, I want the roles. I want to start using the roles first to then dictate what for you to dictate what you wanted, like how it comes out, instead of this is what I want to do. So instead of saying what it is and then doing a role, I want to try to say the role first and then that be reflecting on kind of how you narrate what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Instead
Just
The
keep
roles
that.
flavor, so the roles flavor the narration.
Instead
Keep
of the
that in
narration and
mind.
roles
Yep.
ignoring them.
I think a 14 would still be the same thing. I would still be trying to help them out,
Yep.
or at least trying to convince them. Just
I'll give you a little bit of bonus from the smoke stick, as a little bit of flash from that.
It's supposed to also try to distract the audience as well.
Yeah.
That was the whole point. So yeah.
But not enough.
Nope. Let's see. So they just become neutral, I think, instead of aggressive. 'Cause it's only one step. At
To
that
you
point.
only.
Yeah, just to me.
For you only. Which means it's their go. Which means Lyriel is the target and not Jojaya. So that's kind of end up how it goes. So we have Jaylene, the wound of the two, punches. Punches Lyriel, and I believe that's 7 points of damage because 22 is a hit.
Yep.
And then the second punch comes in, which is also a hit with a 17,
Just barely.
just barely for 7 points of damage.
Okay, well that knocks me out.
Quick question.
I have 13 hit points.
It is only non-lethal. This is only fists, so this is non-lethal. And then moves across towards Jake, but that's
Now, quick question. Since I have scale mail, is that part of my performance armor or is that taken off?
That is
during
up to you.
performance?
but I will generally say no.
Okay, fair enough. Just checking before that.
I would generally not see people performing in armor. It makes things harder for you.
Yeah. it does.
So Jaylene punches twice, knocks out Lyriel, and moves across. Rovi then starts to move, try to attack Jake.
Okay. Give me 1 moment. Just need to make sure I've actually got the armor off.
Um,
Yes, which I do.
So Jake hits with a 23 for 5 points of damage, and
Oof.
with a 20 for 4 points of damage.
So that's 9 total.
Strong punches.
Ooh.
Very strong punches. I will try a third, but I doubt this is going to happen.
Oh. Well, the way my rolls have been today, I ran for the crit.
Yeah, 5, no. That's not going to happen. We are using quick cards too. We just haven't had to use them yet because this is our first combat. So we do move this down to you are. So just moving this so you're actually 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've been knocked out and you moved before the person you knocked you out. I've got to
Yep.
remember that. I've also got to remember doing something else. We're in combat, so flashing lights. And Dell's unconscious, so
I
we have
am
to do this too.
so pissed with these people right now. I can't use. I don't want to use lethal. All right, well, if that's the case, then I will use the poi again. On
So I'll tell you this, and I'll let you do the choice because it actually might be quite important because you've rolled a lot of criticals tonight. Using real weapons might lessen the excitement of the crowd, which you may actually want because of all of the
No, we need to get rid of the
Antici-
anticipation.
So
Anticipation.
Oh, so yes, that's right. was one of the two.
Anticipation is what we need to be lower.
But more anticipation means we get paid more, but only if we succeed.
But you got to get
Yeah.
to it or pass it. But yes,
I'm dead. I can't talk.
Not dead.
you can.
You're unconscious.
You're knocked
I'm
out.
unconscious. I can't talk.
So,
Either way.
Jake, what are you doing?
I don't want to help out the Aria, but
I
fuck it.
don't worry, I've got it.
Okay, you got it. Sweet. I will then use my poi attack on the one
On
on
Rovo?
Volvo.
Yep.
I am fighter. I hit things.
We can only hope.
Actually, I'll be doing this unarmored fist.
You going to punch back? Okay.
I'm gonna punch back.
Right where it doesn't, where the sun don't shine.
Wow, that's
Now,
amazing.
My
I'll give you two choices.
God.
Do you want to spend your last hero point? Or do you want to choose a card?
Can I send in the clowns? I am
You're
the
gonna have the
clown.
clowns just come in and curb stomp these fuckers. Just every kick of their boot to these guys' head is just.
And every time you punch him in the
You
nose,
know
it does
what?
this- Yep.
I'm going to use my last hero thing because they can't be. Actually, I'm not going to say anything there. I've learned not to tempt fate. All right, I'm
Okay.
going to punch again. I'm going to re-roll that using my last hero point.
Reroll. Come on, let's do this.
May I suggest exiting out of Roll20 and re-entering as a sort of method of cleansing your dice?
Well, it's
Oh.
kind of done something now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to click on the roll critical damage?
Yes.
Because that's the amount of damage
Holy
you just did.
shit!
Jake is pissed at the arrow.
That's how much
And-
damage you did.
Holy
critical.
heck. And you
So
know what?
is that added together? So is that 17
No.
or is that 12?
You take the critical one. So
Okay,
generally it should be automatically rolled, but I think like some of the sheets don't have it yet. I'll fix that up.
Yeah.
It's our first episode.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
But yes, so if it's the critical will be the second one, which will be that one there. If it's a triple damage, which is on some of the cards, you add the first one and the second one because that's
Oh, okay.
triple.
Okay. Well, I shall hit again because I am annoyed.
Mhm.
And surely
Is he
annoyed is
still
not
up?
fun.
Are they still up?
Well, yeah, barely. Again, barely. but very unstable on their feet. Less so from the drunkenness, more so from they're almost unconscious and knocked out. Is that the? That's not enough.
Oh well. That's
That's
sad.
There you go.
No.
Azzy in the back.
I am going to run up. I'm going to use heal for one action to heal the Ariel.
You didn't even have to move for that. You could have done it from.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I could have done.
Yeah.
Sure.
because that would have been an action to just to move.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
Yes,
So I will
action economy.
heal. I will heal. Liariel. What is it? Sorry.
Lyriel.
Lyriel.
One of
not
them.
Liariel. Lyriel. I will
Lyriel.
heal Lyriel
Well-
for
How many actions?
just one.
One action, real? Okay.
Where is it? It is for an action. It is
D8.
D8. Why didn't it? Did it not roll it?
No, it doesn't.
didn't
You
roll
need
as
to.
part of the
No,
spell.
because
No.
like the 2 action is a D8 plus 8, the 3 action is just a
right,
D8.
yeah.
So because
you
it
get, you get
changes,
2.
hey,
2
I'm not
HP.
unconscious.
Yeah, you're back.
And then for I will then use my cantrip, produce water again, on the guy who's almost out, that Jake's just been beaten on.
Yep.
And I will try and what I'm going to try and do for the crowd, I'm
Roll
going to you roll first. Yep.
Yep. It's a miss.
13.
It is a miss.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You have one reroll. I'll give this as well. We're going to be finishing after this. We're going to have a shorter show. We're going to finish after this. You've got one reroll. You get one back at the start of every show.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not?
But also, if you die,
19.
that's the one that's really important.
Yeah,
Okay,
but...
so 19 is a hit, 7 points of damage, and he's
Okay.
knocked out.
So, yeah, so what happens is I kind of like form the water, and then what I do is I sweep it under his feet and then freeze it to make him slip over and bash his head on the ground. Like he's just drunk and fell over.
That's doable. And again, especially now that you've actually taken him down. So you've got, that's 2 actions and 1 action. We're at to
Yep, I'm done.
Josiah.
I'm going to just looking at it, I was like, oh well, you've hurt our friends, so unfortunately I'm going to move. And I'm going to take out as a move action my little thing, my pole, my staff, which is actually a sap, which is just basically a club. And I'm going to hit him in the head. Just bonk him in the head. Just like, sorry. And let me just go ahead and roll the sap.
Yes, you roll first, then you see if you actually hit bonk him in
Yep,
the head or not at all.
Yep,
Roll
yep,
the
I
ball.
forgot. I forgot. It's all.
That's why I want to try to start using that style instead, because that's not a bonk
That is
in
a
the head.
10.
Unless you want to
Yeah.
reroll, you've got 3.
I am going to reroll. That's fine.
There we go.
Dink. Nope.
Oh my god.
That's a 10 again.
That's unfortunate. Well, that's the end of my turn.
No, it's not.
I moved,
You have one more
I
action,
took out my
right?
weapon, and I attacked. That's 3.
Taking out a
Okay.
weapon counts as an action.
It does.
Mhm.
But you can spend a hero. I thought you spent a hero point for the attack.
I spent one to
Oh,
reroll.
so yes, you've done. Yes, done.
Yep,
Yes,
I'm
good.
done. Yep, that's everything. I'm not talking
Okay.
anymore.
Del?
Yeah, so Lyriel will stand up and kind of brush herself off a little, and as
That's
she's
one action.
doing so, grab her whip, second action, and proceed to use her whip on this still conscious one. I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
Holy crap.
Because that seems to be how things are going. Why mess with what's worked 2 out of 3 times?
Yep. That's a hit.
So 4 slashing damage. As Lyriel just stands there looking quite peeved.
And is that for a trip?
It's automatically non-lethal.
I can see that, but it's also got trip, and things like that
Oh.
in there.
I don't think so.
I think you need to
'cause
announce
there-
the trip.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think for
Get up,
trip, it's
pull out
like a
trip,
different thing that it can do that's not the attack, and it doesn't do damage unless you get a crit success.
Yep. Okay, so Jalen's got 2 targets. I'm just want to check something quickly. I do have. So covering them up. So reading.
Now that his
Um,
body is unconscious, will he give up?
Okay. Yep, they do what they do. So just had to cover so I can read something quickly. They stills attack. Doesn't move. Jaylene hits back. One for first one on Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Second one on Lyriel. Okay, so Jake with a 23, 4 points of damage.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Lyriel with a 21, 6 points of damage.
Man, these drunkards should just be the main characters because they're hitting really well.
They are hitting really well.
And they're
Welcome to the
doing
boss
so
battle.
much damage.
Welcome to the boss battle. And I mean, I know you tried to like help them, but it does feel like kind of surrounded. So I'm going to do a third attack on Jojaya.
Oh, did you rotate the
I'm-
4 away from me? Did you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I know they've raised up a little bit on like they're not going to hate you. That's why he's not attacking first. So,
Well, but then to be fair, Jojire then tried to smack him.
yeah.
I mean, they're killing my friends. So what am I supposed to do?
True. So third attack on Jojire.
Mhm.
16, is that a hit?
16's a miss.
And you
18
miss.
is my AC.
Okay. Without armors or anything like that, that's obvious, or like in your
I
performance,
believe. Let me just double check.
because that's the other part.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why-
technically, my performance gear would have been leather armor, so I should
Like-
always be having it on. That's tech. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jake, 3 actions. What do you do? What's up? Nice and quick.
Just smack them. Smack.
Jake, this slide producer.
Oh,
Yes, you.
You've gone back to me, has it?
Yes.
All right. I thought it was. Never mind.
Bloody Paul.
I will like to hit once.
Well, hitting's a good idea. Whether you can do that or not, well, that's 1, that's 2,
And 3.
and that's all. You don't have any more. 1, 2, or 3.
I'll take
Oh,
2.
wait, no.
Actually, no.
It's not that because it's not natural. I just read the number 1.
Oh, okay. Didn't scare me like that.
I just read the number
Okay.
1.
Good.
I'm itching
Because
to
the
pull out the
penalty is
cards.
negative.
Yes, it's negative like 10 for that.
Yeah.
8.
So 3, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Sweet. And that's my turn.
Lorian, yeah. I see.
Second verse, same as the first. Heal Lyriel. So you get 1 hit point. And
I hadn't even blacked out the screen yet.
what do I want to go nasty? No, let's not go nasty. Don't want to make a scene. Produce water again. 19 for 6.
19 is a hit. 6 points of damage as he slips and slides and hurts himself on the rafters. Bleachers. And that's a 2-1. Yep.
That's me.
Jojaya.
I move to flank.
Ah.
Yes, I forgot that
flat-footed.
flanking. Now flat-footed. I'm going to hit him twice and just kind of go in. So, let me go ahead and roll first before I describe what I do.
Try to hit. And let's
Yes,
see if you do hit.
try to hit first. That's exactly what it is. So, sap hit.
That's a hit.
Yep. Roll damage. 6 bludgeoning. As I just kind of like, oh no, you're falling down, and I hit him really hard with my hit.
One more action.
Do you get sneak?
I
As
do
a
get sneak on
rogue?
this.
Oh, sneak attack then.
It's a D6 precision. R1D6. 3 extra.
As you knock the drunkard out. And the crowd goes, yay!
Sir, is it a sir or a ma'am?
That was a man. That was a couple. So that was the female that you just knocked out.
Oh,
there.
miss, you're hurt. Let's get you out of here. Go, take him out.
Jake picks up one of the characters and shuffles them out the main entry.
I'm not strong.
Neither am I.
Well,
Jake,
well,
together,
Jake,
perhaps.
Jake would just
Hey,
drag
Lai,
both of them.
Like,
Double
come.
hoist, yeah.
Let's get you somewhere to get that looked at. Come on.
Meanwhile, back in the main
So-
ring,
Sorry for the disruption, everybody. And I just sprint towards where the ring is. Hopefully, they're doing okay over there.
back in the main ring, there's still like the show didn't stop. That was happening on the side and in the bleachers, but the
Good.
show didn't stop at all. So we do the rolls. Where my rolls are. The dice roll. There we go. I moved it. So the rolls. He's not got that, is it? Oh no, he does. Wow. So the amazing Axel and his Avery fails on his roll. But he did get threatened, and there was other stuff going on. Thankfully, you can class that as a success because you're distracting the crowd. So I'll let you class that as a success.
Okay. Oh,
Can we go back to
Breeze.
the page We're-
Send them
Yep.
the clowns.
No, we were distracting the crowd because there was
You
fight.
were the clowns
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
in this
that's what I mean.
circumstance.
Okay.
Next, so you got the trying to see who's next. So that was Axel's trick 6, and of course the Dwarven Throwers is the last act. And I'll just bring them up. So Axel's amazing Avery. He's a magician. He produces pure white doves from his cloak and whatnot. But no one was watching because everybody was watching the actual fight going on in the bleachers. The Dwarven Throwers are a Dwarven group of engineers who have a ballista, which has a bucket which they essentially put themselves in and fling themselves across the actual big top into a net, and they love it because it's fun.
I was just gonna say, did we actually check their net?
No, you did not.
I asked them if everything was fine for them, and they said yes. So
Did they check their net?
I'm
I'm hoping they did.
look. I was in a panic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
I think we were all in a panic.
Yep.
I'm in a vest.
So their first shot goes off well, and they fly into the net, and then they start, and the acrobatics through the air also goes out without a hitch. So that's 2 successes for their act.
Thank goodness. We needed that. Did Axel only do one trick?
Axel
one
only did one
action?
trick, one action.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Uh,
I don't think it's possible for us to reach.
Why did I didn't
6, 7, 8.
I didn't have an anticipation from my first roll, by the way. That was just a success, not a crit success.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
So
I totally
it is possible
should
if
have
everyone
that,
does
yeah.
multiple rolls, but it's very difficult. That's the whole thing.
Okay,
Mm.
so
you
let's
can
see.
choose to do more. You're only
So
starting.
15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 ending anticipation. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
As we're counting,
8,
I'm going to
9.
throw a curveball. You've also got a penalty. -2
Of course
for
I
the
do.
for the snakes, which you didn't calm down the crowd for.
Hey. Oh,
You
got
dealt with
rid of the
them,
snakes. We
But the
didn't come
crowd
down
were
the crowd.
agitated. There you go.
Oh.
Other than that, there are certain things which part of the act, part of the crowd, like part of the bits and pieces. But yes, and I gave you a free clowns by distracting from Axel for how he dealt with the brawlers, sometimes in an entertaining fashion. But either way, we'll deal with the payout and whatnot off screen because it's not. You don't need to say that on the screen. But we'll end up because we're going to have a shorter session because we start a little bit late today, and it's our first show.
Because we don't have Emmy.
And we also don't have Emmy, and I'd like Emmy to be a part of this a little more. So the show is once the show's over, it is now where the performers are exhausted. There was a lot of things went wrong, a lot of things went right, but it wasn't a perfect show by any means, and this is not a normal show by any means. But it is now that the fact that the ringmaster, Myron Thunder Stedhole, his body still lies at the backstage. The crowd is dispersing. Some enjoyed the show, others a little bit wet, but hey, most still enjoyed the show at least at some point. But it's now that the weight of your comrade, your mentor, his death weighs heavy on everybody. The other performers, the mood is quite dark. The mood is quite somber. For the most of the night, what you haven't noticed is the professor essentially staying with the body the entire time, with his old friend. The reason why most likely stuck around after his retirement, because they've been together for such a long time. But it's now that you get to look at the body and try to look at what's going on. And Del, you just subscribed?
No.
Oh wait, no, Neuroclock. I just saw that Del
Nero.
subscribed.
Oh,
Thank you, Nero, for the gift of sub.
oh,
That's where it
you.
came from. It's like, what?
Thank you for your
Thank you,
support.
Neurocog.
Yay.
But it is now that the weight of the situation hits you, and it is now that we're going to end the scene where we can start next week's show, or next episode, with the investigation of what happened and who is responsible. So,
Okay.
That was intense.
I know, isn't it a good one?
Considering my day job, I feel like how I would feel like after an actual job. That's crazy.
And
That
That was
exhausting.
fun though.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was like,
Even though everything went wrong. That was
Everything
fun.
that could have gone wrong, almost everything that could have gone wrong,
Yeah, I was wondering
including
if
the
you were...
ringmasters dying.
yeah. Number one on the priority list for sure.
Well, I feel like what happened was you looked at that random table of like things that can happen before each show that you roll on to pick one of, and you were just like, all right, everything bad.
It
Everything
wasn't
bad.
random.
Pick all of
I've
them.
got a.
Oh,
I'm working on a sheet saying circus challenges, and like this is what happens just this time, and everything's preordained. You
so
did miss a
this one,
couple.
this one is specifically written to be like everything could go wrong for your
Does
first
go wrong,
entry to
yeah.
this.
look,
Yep.
considering
Yeah.
what is the name
Because
of the
someone's
actual
sabotaging us.
You think?
We don't know.
Clearly.
Maybe.
Um,
Maybe.
I would say having our druid would have been helpful with the snakes. It's pretty much designed for like animal working there, and there's a few different ways of doing it. Like some of the things were dealt with beautifully. The water hitting like the troublemakers
Oh, it's
who
so
were
good,
actual
yeah.
cowards. They're listed as they're cowards. If you try to attack them, they will run. Done perfectly with like on the big show. Del, I'm sorry you were doing so much running around in the background.
No, it's totally fine. I think that it's, well and in character.
You handled it
You know,
beautifully.
Though Lyriel definitely had a lot of things that she wanted to say that she was like, I can't say it right now. Can't say it right now. Too much shit is going on. Tend to your own wounds first. But I
Nice.
had a lot of fun. I really like planning, so for me it was a joy.
It didn't occur to me to calm the crowd down after the snakes.
I know, because that's the whole thing, putting everyone under so much pressure to try to crack and try to not get those things that are like, oh yeah, we should do this.
Not
By the way,
check
did
the
that
dwarven
last
throwers
gift
yet.
sub give us hero points back?
Yes, true. So we have Will on 4, Emmy's maxed out because she's just been entertaining all this time. Lauren, you've got 2. So you'll start next time with 2. And Del, you have 4. And Mr. Live Producer, you have 2.
I
So-
needed those rolls. I was just rolling so badly tonight.
And that's why we have them, to give you those essentially safety nets.
Yeah,
So
and
you can
also,
just push yourself and push the entertainment out.
if you don't use them, you have a max cap of 5, so just keep using them.
Yeah.
Rolling them.
And it's generally speaking, going from the A Guard's Tale show, no one spends that last one, just in case.
Yeah. I mean, this week it was because you said like this is the end of the session, and I
Yeah.
knew some drunkards in a circus weren't going to kill us because there's a crowd around us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was happy to spend it that.
And
We'll
pulling
see.
out lethal weapons could have gone badly. Like, they're not going to pull out lethal weapons, but the reaction from the crowd is the nasty, which is But yeah, what do people think of the first day of the circus?
I was like, I have a spell that I could electrocute the both of them in one, but that you can't justify that as non-lethal, and that would scare the crowd.
That'd
be
be
like-
murdering people.
Yeah.
I knew that what was going on there. It's like, yep, that was bad.
No, it was lots of fun. I think I'm really excited because I see a lot of potential now, where I'm like, okay, well, we got that disaster out of the way. The next time we have to run a show, it'll be better.
It'll be
we'll have more
perfect.
time to plan and think, and
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm really excited. It won't be
I
perfect, but it'll be good.
do have a random table for next time.
But this game
those
is
interested,
really
I
shit.
That's
am-
okay though. Like that's all good. All good.
For those interested, I do
wanna
video
keep
production
playing.
as my day job. And my philosophy is it doesn't matter how many screw ups you have, as long as the audience doesn't notice, you're good.
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
the exact kind
Yeah.
of process I'm having with this.
And from my background with circus, it's if you do stuff up, just make it be part of the act and make
Yeah.
it work. You can often get more reaction and like more positive reactions from stuffing up a performance than from being absolutely perfect every single time.
Yeah.
If you know how to work it.
No, for sure.
And Will,
that was.
I just want to say, Will, that was really good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't think I'd be talking so much.
Well, Will, there
Sorry.
was a reason I made your
Sorry.
hat tip and I put you last. I knew you were going to be forced into Ringmaster eventually, so I might as well put you at the
We
end.
did it
Oh,
right. at the
come
start.
on.
The only thing I was thinking
You
about
knew
is
we
being
were
a
going to
cl-
put you there.
That was gonna be a clown today. I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was going to die right away. That we'd have a first show of everything's having a good time, and then it would be fine.
Relax. No,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's
Relax.
stressful. It's
But-
stressful. I'm legitimately stressed.
Cool. That's great. Welcome to
And that's-
Pathfinder.
Living in stress. Welcome to Pathfinder.
So
I
we'll do
love it.
our outros, and we'll be going to raid someone. So
Nice.
Will,
Oh yes. All right, everybody. Hope everyone enjoyed that first episode of the we're calling it Extinction Curse, or we're going with
Broken Chain Circus.
Circus.
or Extinction Curse. It's the same thing. Both
Okay.
on the screen.
So yes, I hope everyone enjoyed our game of the Extinction Curse, also known as the Broken Chain Circus. I keep trying to say
I know.
Circus of the Broken Chain. I don't know
Same.
why.
Same.
Yeah,
But that was the original pitch for the name.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it just didn't fit as well.
Yeah.
Lazy GM, like lazy person making overlays and having just takes up space and then can't bother to do the little writing in between the. No, that's all it was.
Yes. But yes, I hope everyone enjoyed our game, and I hope everyone enjoyed our thing of the Extortion Curse, and I hope everyone joins us for our other games as well as on the channel. We have a Guard's Tale, we have a lot of different things. We have Call of Cthulhu coming up, and we also have our Saints and Sinners, which is our 5e campaign next week. And yeah, hope you enjoyed all of our role playing today, and it was a lot of fun. Come back again.
Lorian,
Or I'll kill you.
that was so beautiful. And that it actually happened
Stunning.
for you to be. You're the one that has to you're the one that went to. Oh no, it's perfect, it's perfect. Like I've got full confidence. Like I know he's the one that just is not ready, and that's his thing.
It's like, look, I stood up for you. Now you got to do it.
So, Lorian,
I just love it. I was like, cheerfully, yeah, no, if you don't do it, I will kill you. All smiles. Hi, I've been Lauren Ross. I've been playing Azzy, your kobold sorcerer. And I cannot wait to get into this. I can't wait to not have to think about the voice so much as I'm playing him. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. You can find me on Twitter at SkyBlueShinks, not changed the name yet, but everywhere else I am Lorian Ross on SoundCloud and Twitch. I've started doing a couple streams. I've done 2 streams so far, where I streamed myself brainstorming the process of creating the theme for this show. So that was fun. A lot of the last stream I was spent trying to figure out a meaningless problem because I had no viewers. It was just me trying to fiddle through different settings in Ableton instead of actually composing anything. But you know, we'll get there. We'll get there.
That happens too, a lot.
Welcome to streaming.
Yeah. Del, how's your streaming going?
Hi everyone, I'm Del and I don't stream because I am a grad student, so I don't have time for that or energy for that. I've been playing Lyriel, the Elven Elegant Escape Artist, and I hope that you guys are as excited and absolutely thrilled to see how this new circus management program for our characters goes in a couple weeks, as I am. Yeah, that's all I got.
Mr. Live Producer, or in this case, Mr. Producer, because your name's too big for the overlay?
You just call MLP. It's half to read people online.
Yes, but
just
there's
go,
no
"Hey,
L
MLP."
in the overlay.
There's-
It's too big.
Well, hello, I am Mr. Producer, and you can catch me on Twitter, Twitch, everywhere under Mr. Live Producer. I mostly do VR content, but I am streaming myself doing the prep work for the next major campaign here for Goblin Cave TV, which is Masks of Nyarlathotep, our Call of Cthulhu game. And if you haven't already, almost all our player characters actually started the one shot of the haunting yesterday. And looking at them, it's going to be so much fun. It's not going to be as grit as dark as I expected it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of levity, which is going to be fun, which we need in this world. So yeah, you can catch me on Twitter and all the stuff. And I was playing Jake, not Flaming Fist.
Yeah.
The delighted, literally D-lighted.
That was a great
but
game.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
on purpose.
You sabotaged my dice rolls. And you can usually catch me here or on my Twitter, my Twitch. Sorry, I'm completely stressed right now.
Yep. No problem. And thank you everyone for coming in. This has been such a huge project for us. Like, I'm so proud of it. These characters, our cast members, are so amazing. I've been wanting to put something on where they can just really express themselves and go way outside and just put on a massive show, which is part of being a circus, but it's also part of entertaining you. And like, just today has been amazing for me to see like everyone really just have fun and just push their boundaries further than normal and just have
I want
fun.
to keep going. This one's been too short. I want to keep going.
We're having fun.
But I understand why we can't, because again, I want Emmy to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
But for like, because this was like the kind of the introduction, like the panic, and then next week I think we'll have the real sort of let's get to know these characters, and I think
Yeah.
Emmy should be here.
Something
It's a
like
panic
that.
now. Like we had the quick panic. Now we have the slow panic
Yes.
coming up.
Which is slow panic is a much better word for dread, I think.
Oh, no,
Which is
dread is a
different.
much better word. Oh gosh.
No, it's not. It's not dread. It's just slow panic. It's just slow panic. It's not
all it
dread.
is, just tension, everyone. Just tension.
It's like having the unopened
I
letter
don't-
from the tax department just on the table there, waiting for you.
Sitting there.
Waiting, watching, which house.
It's not anxiety. It's not anxiety. I don't have social anxiety. I have social slow panic.
May I take that? I love that one.
Existential slow panic, is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
I'm
sounds better with slow
Never
panic.
gonna live this down.
So,
No, it's great. It's great. It's something I will now add to my lexicon. That's great.
so we're going to be rating Devil's Luck Gaming. They always are amazing. They always like do full-on shows. That's what we're going to be rating today. Go share the love to them. We're going to have our credits roll. Hopefully I've got everything right on it. I'm always cautious that first show of having the credits roll working. But I was so impressed with this. It's been so much work. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for all the support. It's amazing. And like the support we get. And finally we've got the first episode done and I can get some sleep.
May I make a request?
Yes.
Before the credits, can we see the intro movie one more time?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
You're only saying that because like you've
What?
You did the audio.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
yes.
then may I make a request?
You want to see it one more time?
I did not do the audio or the video or anything.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do the movie. We'll do the movie or credits. Which one?
Movie.
Movie.
Okay, you're saying no credits then. Okay, no credits.
Oh,
we'll do the as soon as the movie's
dos.
finished. Yep, you don't get credit for everything. No well. So we'll be back
Next time.
Thank you.
Credit for
Love you
future.
all.
Credit for future. Dopamine for now.
Okay, so we're going to do a movie, enjoy it, and we'll be doing the raid as soon as the movie's finished. We're going to be raiding Devil's Luck Gaming. Remember, we share the love, our hearts are warm and fresh, and that's our raid mission. So, see you next week.
Bye.